Alrighty guys, are we live? Let's make sure and see if we are good to go. I'm just going to make sure we are, so we are all ready, and I can put this on the Instagram story as well. Whoops, I don't want to, whoops. Got to get the thumbnail up, airdrop it to my phone. So welcome everyone to the stream, how are we all? How is everybody going? Sorry about being late, but nonetheless, welcome everyone to the stream. We are here for the dogs and the pies. I'm just going to airdrop my dogs pies thumbnail to my phone so I can post it on the Instagram story. There's that. Alright, let me get rid of that for a second. I'm just going to go like that. There we go. Yeah. Here come the dogs onto Marvel Stadium, of course, as well. I'm just going to post this on the Insta story. Let me do Insta story as well. So let me just copy and paste this. Where's the link? Here we go. Copy a link. Post it into the page. Alright. Let me just go like this. I have to do it with my left hand. I have to do it with my left hand. I'm left-handed. Live now for Pies v Dogs. Sorry if I look a bit tired on this little Instagram story, but nonetheless, we got the game and the stream up, ready to go. We got 5 subscribers on the new subscriber count, of course, unfortunately. But nonetheless, we'll get the stream started and rocking and rolling. Dogs, Pies, jump on if you can. And it's going to be fun. Alright, there we go. We got no one in chat, but nonetheless, it should be a fun stream nonetheless. Hopefully the viewer count updates. But nonetheless, Dogs Pies tonight, of course, from Marvel Stadium. Just uploading the Instagram story now. Ed Richards coming in for the coin toss. This is the first live stream on the new channel, so hopefully you guys enjoy it. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We'll go like this, like that, and add to my personal story. Okay. Oh. Alright, there we go. It's on the socials now. So go check out the socials, let alone if you follow my personal account or if you follow my personal or the Crom Magician Instagram account, go and check that out. Because that's the story's posted on there right now. I'll check out the stream chat. Obviously Clouds was in here for a second and said about the rules and whatnot. Cheers for that, Clouds. Cheers for that. But nonetheless, Dogs, Pies from Marvel Stadium. We're going to get underway in about 5 minutes time. Sorry, 10 minutes time, not 5 minutes time. Should be a whole lot of fun. I forgot it was a 7:05 game, not a 7 o'clock game. So that's why I thought, hang on, why am I setting it for 6:45? Oh, well, we've got 20 minutes to spare, so now another 10, so I'll have some spare time talking to you guys, even though there's no one in chat, and we'll communicate through there and see how we go. Is the viewer count meant to go up by 1? Or is it just bugging out? There we go. We got 2 viewers. If the viewer count doesn't work, we're just going to have to get rid of it for now. I don't know what's happened. But nonetheless. Alright. Got a massive 2-litre bottle of Coke that I'll drink as well. I don't know why I'm drinking it from the bottle, but you know what? I don't care. I don't think anyone cares, to be honest. I'm expecting everyone to join Coach Club stream, but you know what? If we gain viewers, I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with that. Yeah, I don't know if that viewer count's the right channel. That could be the band channel, but I don't know. Who knows, man? Who knows? I'll turn the volume up so then there's some background noise.
Eliminated back then, you know, our sustenance is going to come from, you know, our tribal approach at the footy and what they can do for each other. So there's a great connection and a spirit within the team that's been there, albeit in different forms, but that's a good leverage point for this week. Beat the City Bulldogs, there's no doubt about that. Thanks for letting us in on the theme, Bevo. We might see you cruising along a little later on.
All right. I've got 1 slice of pizza to eat, so I'll just quickly eat that before we get stuck into the stream.
Collingwood's Nick Dacos, and interestingly, the last 3 meetings between the Dogs and Pies, well, it's no surprise really, but it's either been 3 votes to end Dacos or 3 votes to end Pendlebury. They've dominated this fixture most times. They've dominated the comp, Kat, to be honest. I mean, it fascinates me, Bon, how you've been able to do it under severe impact with injury and the running machine. Wow, don't they maximise him, Jack? Every time he's ready to go, he's off and gone. It was interesting though hearing Luke Membrey talk about Nick Dacos and what they're going to do. We know who takes him when he's up forward, as he will be tonight, Nick Dacos, but you can see there, number 1 in the game, Marcus Pendlebury, as he has been for so long, and Nick Dacos. But this will be a watch, Jack. Yeah, it will. It is. The physical aspects of this meeting.
Maybe if I open... Oh, no, but if I've opened the view account, then it'll stuff everything up. Maybe not. I don't know if I'm on the right account, though. Let me check real quick. Is this the right channel account? I'm hoping it is. Yeah, it might not be the right view account, but... It might not be the right channel, sorry. Not view account. Silly me. Anyway, 3 viewers in chat. It says 0 viewers up here, but I don't know why it's not changing. You know what? I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm just going to scrap that.
I'm not sure what the City Ball reference is, but I can't talk to post-match if they get the result. And you know who wanted to know if there was a...
Oops. Oh, I need to keep that on there. Why is that like that? I will just quickly get rid of the view account one, the eyeball one. So give me a second, guys. I'll be just a moment. If you want to type in chat, feel free to. This is where we communicate on stream, and this is where we need you guys to comment stuff in chat and, you know, write your thoughts about this game coming up, or even about what happened with Neil Danaher during the week, unfortunately, which we're going to go to the ceremony for it now.
Football fans, we ask that now, if you are able, please be upstanding. With the players, coaches, and umpires.
That looks ugly, man. I don't know why that looks so ugly with just the viewer, the subscriber count. Maybe I'll keep it at the end of the line, like there. There would be good. There we go. Perfect. That still looks good.
Your legacy extends far beyond football, and your impact will be felt for generations to come.
So 4 viewers in chat, welcome to the stream for those who have just joined us. We're just going through the Neil Danaher ceremony of when he passed away, unfortunately, a couple of days ago. I think it was Tuesday, Wednesday, I think it was. Unfortunately, with the motor neuron disease, one of the legends of our football game, and was pushing the sliders down the slide, the celebrities down the slide, pre-game for Collingwood v Melbourne in round 13, which will be next week without him, unfortunately, and there's a round of applause for that. There we go. All right, here we go. Dogs v Pies from Marvel Stadium. Should be a good game. Should be an interesting contest. Cannot wait for it to get underway, and obviously I've got my opinions. You guys have got your own as well. You guys can put your own in chat. You guys can do whatever you want. But for now, the way it is the way it is. So, oh wow, Coach Club's not streaming it anymore. Maybe he's out and about. Oh well. He's not streaming the Dogs Pies game anymore. Oh well, that's good for me because I can gain viewers quickly. Alrighty guys, it's just me on this live stream. I don't know who else is streaming it, if there is anyone else, but regardless of what happens, who knows who's going to rock up on this stream and whatnot. But nonetheless, Collingwood have got, the Bulldogs have got Tim English back into the side, which is a bit of a positive note for the Dogs. Obviously, St Kilda in the first game were poor against the Hawks. Obviously, Hawthorn belted them, and I accidentally tipped St Kilda. So I went 0 for 1 in my tips, and then 0 for 2 with the Geelong tip as well, tipping Geelong over Carlton. Carlton got the job done, winning 3 in a row under Josh Fraser. And then Sydney was my first one I got correct, and the only one that I've got correct so far, due to tipping the Lions afterwards, which I shouldn't have because I knew the Dockers were a better team. But you know what? I don't care about my footy tips this week or through and through anymore. I would have gone through a bit more thoroughly for my tips in a tipping video, but the tips videos will return next week, and there'll be more of a review on last week. A bit more outlook into review from last week. So in the round 13 footy tips, I'll get the round 13 tips out this upcoming week. That's going to arrive straight after the West Coast v Essendon game. Obviously, I won't be uploaded straight after the West Coast Essendon game, but I should be able to film it straight after then. If not, I'll just, I don't know, I'll just go to bed and film it on Monday, I guess. Alright, here we go. Dogs v Pies. Maynard playing the captain's role in tonight's clash. Dogs toss the coin, heads of the call. Don't know which way it went, but I know which way it went. It went to the Pies, and they're going to kick to the right-hand side of screen. Here we go. Dogs v Pies from Marvel Stadium in the Docklands. Let's get this game underway. I'll try and shove this pizza down my throat. This is the last slice.
Take territory, run and gun if you can, and try and make it a fast shootout style game.
So English starting on the bench as well, which is an interesting way of introducing him as to where you want to start him, and Lob starting in the run.
Yeah, he's only played 2 games in the last 7 weeks, Tim English, so you'd suggest that Lob would maybe have the majority of time on field tonight as they get through that. But I loved how open and honest Craig McRae was with their midfield struggles and their clearance struggles as well. So that is going to have a massive impact on, obviously, which way the ball goes, but how they can score.
Oh, there we go.
Rory Lobb, 10 tackles last week. We know he took on Max Gorp. I think we expect to see him play forward tonight when he's not rucking, and as they've alluded to, and so we know he sent the text on play anywhere. Well, that's playing out, I think, isn't it? So,
All right, here we go. We're underway. First quarter. Round 12 continues on a Saturday night in the Docklands, and the Dogs start us off with the first clearance. Richards inside 50. Norton straight away in the first 10 seconds, or first 8 seconds rather. Takes a mark inside 50. I can go for the first shot at goal.
Those long arms, they just gather the clearance and away and goal before you know it. Dogs into attack.
singled out by his
Aaron Norton
and his pressure in his last quarter last week. Aaron Norton
to kick the first
goals.
on a Saturday night. He's missed. Unfortunately, has missed to the right hand side, to the far side. Lob down there. Fists arrived to Goey. Hacks it out of the way. Hacks it out. Bouncing ball towards the Croft direction and a ball up. That was a smart pass, a flick pass from Bontempelli to Richards, and then almost a finishing touch from Norton, but couldn't quite be the case. Bontempelli hacks it on the right side, left side of the boot, or the outside of the left boot. Maynard back there to defend against West. Frampton with a little shepherd, short pass. Finds Jack Crisp. Crisp goes out wide, beautiful to Schiltz. Schiltz, as Hutto says, Anthony Hudson, who's one of the commentators tonight. Goes shorter. Membrey back into the side tonight for the Pies, I believe, as well. Unless he's injured, maybe it's the other way around. Anyway, Degoe back towards Crisp, and that will be front on contact. Or some sort of free kick paid to Crisp due to some sort of contact. Illegal contact. Play on the call. Off his favoured left boot, sends it towards half forward. Fist from Lob, double fister, and out of play. We'll reset. Rory Lobb will participate in the ruck until Tim English comes on. Unless he plays a bit of forward as well. Who knows? Cameron out of the ruck. Degoe handles it wide to Houston. Had to go on for a bit of a run, and Quaynor, he went past him, so he has to be quick to collect the football in the centre of the... bloody hell, I can't commentate. I was going to say the MCG for a second. Arty Jones tries to trickle along the ground. Maynard short, beautiful. Pendlebury.
Breaks the game's record tonight.
Yes, he's going to do it every week from now. Hutto, no banner tonight. They did have a banner
Disappointing that.
for Houston's 200 for last week, which was nice. Nice touch, given the...
Degoe kicks it out wide, sends it to a 2-on-1 actually. And it's favoured Collingwood, and as I say, Membrey is in the side tonight because he's taken a mark hard against the fence railing in the pocket. Plenty of phones coming out to get some film on. Hopefully he kicks this for those videos to be to be saved onto their TikTok or Instagram or whatever, depending on who's filming and how old they are. Anyway, thank you very much for the new subscriber. Goes from the pocket, sets it up to the hot spot. Fists arrive, touch behind.
Coming over for the contest, and there's barely a spare seat in the house, which is fantastic to see.
Barely a spare seat in the house, which I'm not surprised for because it is a Collingwood game. But it's not even a Collingwood home game. It is in Melbourne, but not at the MCG, as Dale brings it back in beautifully. Nice and short to, I believe that's Butterick. Butterick, yep. Down the line he goes. Just a space, really. Josh Dacos attacks the footy. Well done, West. Bustlinger. Short one to Sanders. Back to West. West is going to go for a run. Chip pass over the top. Beautiful. Found the gap in between three Pies. No one went there, so Norton gives to Treloar. Treloar short. Turnover. Cameron gets back and helps out in defence on the transition. Short to Jeremy Howe. No Jamie Elliott into the side due to an injury last week in the Pies v Eagles game. Sends it forward. High ball to a 2-on-1. O'Donnell and the other Dogs player was their favour. Caulfield. Richards. Bramble. Here we go. They could find something inside 50. They go to a 1-on-1. Who's this?
It's been a good find for them.
I believe it's Lewis. Will Lewis. Yeah. Will Lewis.
AFL is
What's going on, lad? Go the Pies. G'day, pin puncher.
last year, so he knew.
Or pint puncher, I don't know. Pint? Is it pint? Because it's a beer, you know? A pint, like a beer? I don't know. One of the two. Will Lewis lining up for his 8th goal this season in his debut season of the AFL, number 28. Strikes it off the boot superbly. That's a goal. First goal of the night, go to the Dogs' way. And the Pies, they could have capitalised at the other end, but unfortunately, the Dogs send it from the defensive half to the forward half, and it kept going back and forth, and then ended up into a Dogs goal inside 50. Good kick from Bramble. That set it all up. Beautiful. Look at that. Right over the head of Frampton. Too easy. First goal of the night. Dogs get the first, and the Pies, well, there's nothing bad about them to say, but you know, it's only the start of the game. Who knows? Things can turn around quickly, so I won't say anything positive nor negative for the Pies. I'll say that. Back in the middle, English with the ruck tap. Dacos pounces. That's Nick Dacos, who was held in the contest by Bontempelli. English back to Richards. Over the top to Sanders. Sanders on for a run. Inside 50 to the pocket, kind of 45 out. Arty Jones with the leap. Bouncing ball, trickles towards the line. Lewis is there, McNeil's there, Houston's there, Parker's there. And across the line, ball in. I don't know if it's Parker. I keep forgetting if it's Parker or Hayes, number 15, for the Pies. I keep forgetting if it's Will Hayes or, Will Parker or Hayes. Hit out arrives from Cameron. McNeil. Sanders pushed out of it is Rowan Steele against Fraser. Scrapped in there. Pendlebury tries to drag it in. So too Lewis, and that's going to be pushing the back free. So free kick going the Dogs' way. They can get the first 2 of the evening. And I think I backed in the Pies in this game. The Dogs obviously have the favour, but if I did tip the Pies, this will be a bit of worries early, even though it's only the first 4 minutes. Yeah, I did tip the Pies. So a risk of only getting one correct from the Thursday to Saturday games could be on. As he shanks it around the corner, high ball. Frampton there, trickles out of play. Arty Jones will try and set something up again.
You mentioned Arty Jones. Maybe don't have a big game, but he's had such an impact at critical stages of games.
Thrown back in.
In a couple of games.
Hit out arrives. Bontempelli off the left. He kicked a goal from a similar spot. Yeah, it is Will Parker. I knew it was Will Parker. I just wasn't confident with that call, saying it was Will Parker. But nonetheless, fists arrive. Steer side bottom. Josh Dacos to Schultz. McCreary up ahead. He goes central. That's a risky kick. Pendlebury was knocked out of it. He'll get the free. So Scott Pendlebury, the 434th game for his AFL career. Obviously already broke the record from last game against the Eagles with their 10-point win. Funny enough, he wears number 10 for that. Houston, they should have been holding the ball twice from that possession. To go in there, Arty Jones. Over the top, Norton. Shrugs the tackle. Short one to Butterick. That's a slippery ball, bouncing ball. It's going to trickle towards the Lewis direction. He's held out of it by Frampton. He picks it up, hands to Bontempelli, sets sail for home, and has always been offline with that kick, and that's going to be a behind. So it's going to be 8-1.
Just a graze across the front there from Norton. He's got to be careful, obviously, with his eyes. He's staying out there.
Pies send it straight out towards the outer side wing. Rowan Steele. Just got past Croft along the boundary. Beautiful spear pass on the lead of McStay. And now he's off and running. I don't know who that was, but it was Lipinski who ran on. And that's a beautiful find to DeGoey on the inside.
Just manufacture a kick of 20 or 30 from the outside of the boot, not preferred. It's a sign of the times, really. So many are getting good at it, but you don't have to worry about having an opposite side.
The goalless last 2 weeks to go. He's another one of these players that can get forward and kick sort of 3 or 4 goals.
Jordy DeGoey. He's missed.
In many respects, but maybe the start of the game is good for Collingwood in all aspects bar the scoreboard. They look like they're up for the fight. We look like we've got a good one on our hands. Just inaccuracy from both teams to start with. Maybe the pressure.
Oh no, Bailey Dale, shocking kick. DeGoey pounces on it again. Handball to Lipinski. Should be a goal here for the Pies. Nick Dacos has missed. That's 3. Yeah, I thought it was out in the full for a sec.
Even Nick's missing them as well. That's the issue. At the moment,
The Dogs send it out wide.
maybe a crack on the penalty.
Risky kick. Frampton's in a good spot. Josh Dacos. How? Goes backwards. Maynard. Beautiful kick. Oh, maybe not as beautiful as you'd like. Nick Dacos, they all come at him because they need to tag him. Scott Pendlebury off his favoured left. Inside 50. Who's the target? Big fists arrive from Buslinger and out of play. Stoppage for the Pies inside 50.
Such a bad idea, ball in. You just feel like the first team to carry the ball. A bit more run, a bit more territory taken, take the grass, it's clear in front. Very tough to kick through either team at the moment.
Dogs are the only goal by Will Lewis. Sanders getting a great experience. Again, the most experience.
Toss back in.
English to the front. Got the
English to the front. Pendlebury. Well done for the hand pass to DeGoey. He hacked off the boot. It's a goal! That is unbelievable, Jordan DeGoey. That is as sweet as you'd like from Jordy DeGoey. Gives them the lead by a point. 8-9. I really need to get that mouse to connect again. Reconnect that Logitech mouse. Otherwise, I'm screwed for this stream. Wait, oh, that worked. Cool. Perfect. I want to grab the Bluetooth keyboard as well, but I don't know where that is. Might be able to find it. Oh, I'll find it later. If I can't find it now, I'll find it later. Because I thought it'd just be here with the mouse. Maybe it's on. Oh, here it is. Perfect. Got it now. Jordan DeGoey puts through there first. Pies are underway.
Melbourne last week, big improver, and this is 3rd season, but it'll be a test for him. Pendle's having a rest, so that's freaking Dogs. Not allowed to play under advantage there. English should have done.
Free kick, Dogs, no advantage paid. English goes short. Sanders, they have to go quick. Here we go. Inside 50 opportunity. Yes, mark taken. Jordan Croft. The open man
We're talking about if he can find
will have a shot at goal
charging runner from behind, use of the halfback flank.
on a slight angle.
Jakes was all over it.
Jordan Croft.
See Sanders get free. Clever kick in the end, could have blazed away. Well, everyone would have blazed away. If you haven't kicked the goal, you're in game late. Most people might have had the crack. Lucky Jakes, but he knows where his threat's going.
Jordan Croft set shot. He's missed it to the left. He kicked it to the left side of the boot, and that's going to be another behind for the Dogs. So that'll make it a tied game, 9 apiece. Braden Maynard will bring it back in for the Pies. Thumps it on his favourite left to a contest. High ball. Who's going to take the mark? No winners in the air. Sanders, did he drag it in? Anderson was taken without it, but no free kick paid. Ball up. Scores level with just under 10 minutes to go in the opening term. Sanders has to weave through the traffic, finds Dale. Now he can set it up to the hotspot. Who's the target? Can anyone get up there? Howe's down there. McNeil tries to spin out of the trouble. A heavy tackle from Maynard. May have been a bit lucky with not being not giving away a free for dangerous tackle. Hat kicked out of the air, just a high skying kick. Bouncing ball, Hines. Jones again, Sanders tries to weave past, that should have been ball. Schultz should have got the free, not paid. Dacos, Lipinski. 1-on-1. Well done. Good tap down. That was a smart tap down who led to McCreary picking it up. On the lead is DeGoey, who ends up with it from the poor hand pass. McCreary slips over. Karmas over the top. And they can reset the Dogs. Can they find someone out wide? They can. Arty Jones has got it. Arty Jones will slow down the play.
That's Arty Jones' direct matchup.
Called to go. Delivers inside 50. Who's the target? Can anyone get up there? Cameron's there. Big tackle on Frampton. May have been lucky with not being paid ball. That should have been dragged. Oh, okay, not dragged in. Ball up. Reset again. Another stoppage. Inside the Pies attacking 50. The Dogs attacking 50 this time. English their head out. A few players bang heads together and bang bodies. Ball up. Reset again from Josh Dacos and Kennedy down low. Coming in front, Fraser over the top, Kennedy, Hines, sets it up, high ball to the square. Quaino's in best position, didn't really work it out for him. Jones, weave past the defender, and kicks an absolute ripper. That is the start that they've been waiting for, the Dogs. And Arty Jones is one of the team lifter players that can get them up and about in this contest.
Really coming of age. I love his preparedness to put himself in the hot spot. He's dangerous off stoppage, but he's dangerous as a roaming half-forward flanker. Just an opportunist. I think this is a really clever play. In, swerve, grab the ball.
Dogs have got two.
Put a handball off.
Not the last two, they've just kicked two for the game. The first one and the most recent. They kicked the first goal of the game and the most recent goal of the game. Arty Jones, left boot around the corner. He's up and about. Slap high five to Riley West and he gets up and about with his teammates. Umpire says that's all clear. That's a goal. Goal umpire respects that. Kennedy around the corner, another clearance going the Dogs' way. Maynard ended up with it, didn't get paid the mark, so he thought it was paid. Not paid though, unfortunately. Anderson hacks it forward, went past Membrey, tackle for... Oh no, that's Anderson. Who's the other guy? I don't know. I keep thinking number 16 is... Oh, that's Edward Allen, isn't it? Jeez, I keep forgetting the two. Hit out the way. Roan Steele in there, Lipinski down low. Fraser holds it in. High ball. Bouncing towards the line. Bounces backwards for Sanders, which worked out for him. And that'll be a ball up. Good tackle from Maynard down low. 11 inside 50s to 3. Lipinski, short hand pass to DeGoey. Had to go through the traffic and just turned it over. Here go the Dogs. They could be off and running here. Here we go. Fraser. Oh no. Big bump. Anderson was held without it. So was Arty Jones, but I don't know who was holding who. Apparently going Angus Anderson's way. So it's going to go to the Pies. Goes out wide to the open player. I believe that's Steele. Another short one. Harvey Harrison back in the lineup for the Pies. Short to Nick Dacos. Another chip pass to Membrey. Former Saint. Knows this ground really well. Over the top. And good mark taken by Karmas in the back line. Buku. Love to see Buku playing hard in the defensive 50. He goes short and a spearing pass to O'Donnell, left foot to Caulfield. Goes out wide. Bontempelli's the target. Reached up with one hand and ended up with it down back. Open man forward. That's Arty Jones. Can he go all the way? He decides to do the team thing. Pass it off to Riley West. And who have a shot from directly in front. They had numbers out of the ball. As soon as they got it from the back line from Buku Karmas, they knew what to do. They knew what to do. They knew to switch it to the other side and then just go down to from the interchange bench side, which was the camera end, and set up Riley West wide open. There was like 3 or 4 players open. Arty Jones did the team thing. Instead of going for home himself, Didn't want to risk kicking it behind from potentially being under pressure from going around the corner as Riley West converts. Does he? Just. Puts it through. Dogs have got 2 in a row.
It's good use from the Dogs. They had the outnumber on the switch side there from the Buku intercept. They needed to make the most of it. You can see here, his kick here from Caulfield, so important. He had the short on, but he saw Bontempelli be one out the back, and that space by Marcus Bontempelli to know that he didn't need to mark it at that point there. He just needed to take it into the backspace. And as soon as that happens, it breaks down a defence. A long kick into the bubble of the defence and the ability to get it out the back, and really unselfish there from Arty Jones.
That's a good team lifter for the Dogs. Arty Jones. Credit to Arty Jones for that appearance with that goal assist. That'll be his first for the night. Obviously kicked one and got 1 goal assist to his name as well. Nick Dacos pounces on it towards the Dogs forward half since it was hit out by the Dogs. Bramble handballs over it, shares with Fraser. 1-2 with Sanders. Gets it back. Toe poke straight into the hands of Harrison. Now, sorry, that was Parker. And he goes out wide to Schultz. Hands and knees, really tough. Dacos, they've got so much space ahead of the ball. They go with the chipping pass, it was risky. And that didn't work out because now Karmas has got it and sends it down back towards the wing. High ball, 3 players went up. None of them could hold on to it. Crisp, Frampton. Out wide, there's no one there for the Pies. A swarm wall of Dogs in the halfback pocket. Sanders now. Sanders got the footy in hand. Chips kick. And that goes out wide. Another short one from Jakes, and that can be turned over. Kennedy almost held on from the juggle. Richards in there with a pie down low, ball up.
This season, not going for the screamer, just going for the percentage. And you see, speaking of fly on the bench, having a chat.
The switches have been a part of the West Coast offence against
Nick Dacos, Quain, oh no, this could be an easy goal for the Dogs. Trelaw, short ball, high ball, Norton couldn't hold on to it. West out the back, was he held without it? He was. Jones, Bramble, they should finish it off here. It's McNeil who will finish it off. And he does. 3 in a row for the Dogs. Damaging the Pies' defence right now. They are dangerous in the forward half, the Dogs. As soon as they get it from back half to forward half, they know what to do. Transition and all, they know what to do effectively. And that's find the open man and just basically ball movement. Ball movement, ball movement, ball movement. It's basically the same as basketball, because basketball, you need to use ball movement and cuts and screens and stuff all to make plays and then get easy open shots. And that's what the Dogs did in their forward half. They tried to trap the Dogs' defense, the Pies' defense, and break the zone, basically. As Pendlebury's going to go into the centre. Little push from his opponent in the middle of the ground as Cameron is in the ruck again with the lob. He's known to be a defender, Roy Lobb, so don't know how he'll go today in the ruck against Cameron, who's pretty experienced in the ruck. Richards around the corner, tumbling ball towards half forward. Nick Dacos, crisp, off his favoured left, beautiful to Cameron. Reached up with prime time hands. Assesses the options, goes shorter to DeGoey. He's got space ahead. He goes forward to a big pack that arrives at the contest. Anyone down low to pick it up and go? No one really. Butterick, did he hold it in? Angus Anderson held on to the ball at the same time as him, so that'll be a ball up with 3:38 to go in the first quarter. Thrown up again. Cameron the hit out. Pendlebury, quick hand pass. And nailed in again by 4 or 5 players down on the turf. We'll do it all again. Lob with a big fist. Nick Dacos to the advantage. Should be a goal. It is a goal. He is a classy finisher no matter where he is. No matter if he's passing the ball or kicking the goal. He knows what to do, Nick Dacos. And that's exactly what he does. He produces goals like that for fun. He is always in Brownlow contention and has always came second out of all those Brownlow contentions. Paddy Cripps winning last year with 45 votes ridiculously. Nick Dacos second in that one, and same with 2024. I think he came second as well. Unless that was Paddy Cripps, I don't know who was 2025. Oh, Matt Rao, that's right. Matt Rao was 2025. Ball up again. English back in the ruck. There's a bit of more of an advantage for the Dogs. Down the line inside 50 for the Pies. Karmas bounced perfectly for him. Butterick. Caulfield out wide. Good user. And that's Bramble out wide. Why does nobody stream the game? Because of copyright, mate. There's so many people who have said this to multiple people on streams, and people have said it to me before, even though this is technically our new channel, because I've made channels in the past and people have asked that, and it's so annoying. Ned Long, beautiful open space. Membrey's got it. Top of the goal square, shouldn't miss this. Goes around the corner, no time to waste, kicks the goal, and we're back to a one-kick game. So yeah, because of copyright, there's copyright laws on YouTube. So when they stream the actual game, like having the broadcast on, then it will get a copyright strike, and if you get 3, your channel gets removed from YouTube. So I don't want that happening again, despite me having 6 subscribers on the count. Yes, I know it's 66. I had like 240 or like 290 or something on my other channel that was called the same thing, the Crom Magician, because I'm a Crows fan. But anyway, just so you know, ZB, or yeah, ZB.
That Nick Dacos clearance, the first centre bounce clearance of the day for the Pies compared to the Bulldogs 6. So it just allows them to play in their forward half. I'm
gonna have to get my dad's charger for his laptop, because he's running low, but he's not too low, so should be alright for the remainder of this quarter. I might do that a quarter time as the Dogs send inside 50 again. Lewis attacks 2 Pies players who go in underneath with him. Ball up over the top. 2:20 left in what's been an entertaining first quarter. Very crunching contest in a packed house at Marvel. Richards, was he taken down? Should have been ball. Long, Lipinski, they go through the traffic, and another outside kick goes towards McCreary, who's on for a run, takes a cheeky little bounce, tucks it under the arm, should have gone for another bounce but didn't need to, set it up kind of beautifully, didn't really work out. Kennedy, O'Donnell, Jakes again. And that's almost coughed up. Oh no. Bonampelli, Butterick, advantage paid, going the Dogs' way. They can go quick. One more goal before quarter time. Inside 50, a little push. Won't be affected for a free kick. Will Lewis once again.
Pushing the back, just protected his ground and made sure that there wasn't a push that the umpire could make a call on. Just held himself. And now he holds himself to get his heart rate down, to get a steadier.
Will Lewis, 3 disposals, 2 marks and a goal. Can he get that to 2 goals for the game? Can he make that 3-2-1, 3-2-2? No, he can't. Bang. Into the woodwork. That's a poster. Should have been kicked from there. Exactly right, Dwayne. Exactly right, Dwayne. A minute ago. Will the Pies just head into quarter time 7 points down, or will they try and go coast to coast in 50 seconds or so? Houston. Down the line to a contest. Fists away from O'Donnell and out of play. So good defensive effort from the Dogs. The Dogs can be the only team to score off of this. As you can see, it says 30 seconds from the oval, from the actual ground, but it's actually 40 seconds. Angus Anderson, they could get a score out of this, the Pies, if they go quickly. Crisp handballs it back to Anderson. I don't know if that was the handball they were looking for. Harrison over the top. Watch out, DeGoey. Handball back towards the middle, and that's going to be broken up. And Jakes' kick didn't really work out either. Nick Dacos went past him. Quaynor tucked it under his legs. And now the Dogs can find a way. High tackle. I'm going to pay high for that. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. McNeil. And there's the siren. There's quarter time under the roof at Marvel. It is a 7-point Dogs lead going into the quarter time break. We wait for the second quarter in not too much longer because we got a game to play. We got a game to continue, should I say. And the Dogs lead by 7 points at the opening change. I'm going to go grab my dad's laptop charger because I'm using his laptop for the stream, unfortunately. Fortunately, because my mum did take her laptop to Canberra when she left. But nonetheless, I'll turn that off for now and I'll mute myself and I'll be back. There we go. Alright, sorry guys about that. I had to be muted for the whole bloody quarter time break because my blaster monitor won't turn back on. So I'm just going to keep it unplugged for now. I'll put it back on charge in a moment, but the second quarter's about to get underway. So let me just change everything. Let me get the second quarter underway. Hold on. Yep, the ball up's happened, so I'm a bit late for that, but I'll just go like so. There we go. And then we'll put second up. Alright, second quarter's underway. Give me a second, guys. I'll commentate in a moment. I'm just going to adjust that. There we go. Alright, cool. Let's get the second quarter underway from Marvel. G'day, Layla. Welcome to the stream. And right now, it is Butterick with the ball in the middle of the ground.
Butterick, they recruited for this to be their delivery guy off half back.
Short pass. Narrow pass to Kennedy.
Kennedy drives it long. Who's going to be the leaper? Lobb got up. Jones was that high. He played for it. The umpire didn't ball for it, or did the umpire? No, it's holding the ball.
Holding the ball, free kick going the Pies' way. We've got a Dan Houston right now. They lead by 7, the Dogs,
Been a really good addition. Arty's not
which is looking good.
as convinced as the umpire was. Ball wide
Frampton.
to Frampton. He sizzles one. Lace out.
Nice, beautiful kick
Prepared the wrist
to Schultz.
last week than Frampton. That's how
That's a good one to
has become to Collingwood.
Parker.
Along that wing.
Along the wing and straight into the lap of O'Donnell, who's taken the intercept mark for the Dogs.
The Pies are almost making this a three-quarter ground squeeze. They're just rolling right up the field, swelling numbers back into their defence to give them some assistance.
Short pass, finds Norton beautifully down. He's forward of the ball now, so that's good. And opens up to Kennedy. Here we go. They could find someone. Short hand pass, risky to Sanders. Finds an open man. Who is this? I don't know who it is, but he's kicked it. It's Adam Treloar. I couldn't see if they had a headband or not. I didn't know if it was Baker, but obviously Baker's not playing. I think he's injured, whatnot. But anyway, regardless of what happens, regardless of who it is, they've kicked the goal and they lead by 13. Now the Dogs, Adam Treloar with the goal. Puts it through.
It's a bit it's been able to hit back its feet.
I'm just going to charge my laptop still. Give me a second, guys.
Forward 50 for the Dogs, but they just found a way. It's just really good assessment of what's ahead. Drop it into a little hole, and then Norton sort of turns, assesses.
Shoot, hold on.
Kennedy sprung forward, and then they're off.
I need to keep that on. Hold on. Let me charge that again. Let me go like this by charging it. Again, like that. That'd be a smarter idea, and then the monitor can turn back on. Can't edit the scores unless the monitor comes back on, unfortunately, so I'll let you guys know the scores if I can't edit. There we go, we got it back on the big screen now, all good. Pendlebury, over the top, crisp. Can they find someone? Just the pressure from the Dogs is so immaculate, but the Pies can end up scoring a goal here. Is that Rowan Steele? I believe it is, but he's missed anyway. Was that Harrison? I think that was Harrison. I don't know. 22.
Treloar, who comes down to half back to lend a hand.
Adam Treloar right now for the Dogs. Down back, goes short to West.
Gathering at half back. So he's essentially going.
Riley West with ball in hand.
So both players doing significant damage.
Called to play on. Goes down the line to a contest. Can Norton fly up? He does, but left it behind.
Get the bounce he was after.
Pendlebury over the top, coughed up. Treloar taken down straight away. Play on, no. Arty Jones over the top. Lewis, this should be a goal. Left outside of the boots. Oh, what is that? Will Lewis, that is Sapure.
Got a huge upside. Yeah, both these young
Wait, Sapure.
players is having a day.
I meant to say sublime and pure at the same time, and I came up with Sapure. Unbelievable. There's a new vocab word in the dictionary for you guys to understand.
To get a free kick.
40.
For running down Treloar, 50-50 call.
Dogs get another goal.
Did he have enough time?
Brilliant, sublime footwork
Ball here.
from William Lewis.
Nicely.
Outside of the boot, a Chisler on the left boot.
Well again there, Arty Jones. I think it was Jeremy Howe who was the player sitting off, trying to protect
Wrong side for a left footer, he puts it through.
back there.
Too easy.
At the moment, they're not close enough to
18-point game, they lead by 3 goals, the Dogs, and this is starting to worry some Pies fans in the stands.
His confidence through the roof right now.
That rhymed.
Career high for the 26-year-old.
Kind of. Thumb forward again by Lob inside 50. It bounces over the head of Lewis. Howe was held in the tackle, a standing tackle. Never seen one of those before. Well, I have, but just very rarely I've seen those. Ball up again. Cameron, side bottom, weaves past. Goes to Jeremy Howe again. Oh, just finds Parker on the run. And now Schultz has to look up. He does. Bailey Dale pushed him out the way, and it trickles out of bounds. Not a standing O, but an ovation from the crowd with that pressure from Bailey Dale against Lockie Schultz, which forced the Collingwood error. Tap down again. Hines. Tumbler. Norton. Almost took it out of bounds. Beautiful hand pass from Richards to Bonampelli. Now can he set it up? Bramble's there. West is there. Bramble kicks the goal. Does that count? No. Goal will not count. And no 50 metres because it's right by the goal line anyway. So Jeremy Howe will get the free kick in the goal square. In the defensive goal square. As the goalkeeper. That was down the corridor, but it worked for DeGoey. DeGoey is a strong competitor for the Pies. Sweet and sublime to Pendlebury. Everyone loved saying that word last week. Pendlebury. Kick the ball to Scotty Pendlebury. Side bottom back to Pendlebury off a 1-2, and then goes back to Jeremy Howe in defence with the pink boots. Another one to Frampton. They just across the back line. 5 lines of defence. Down to Crisp. Another defender for the Pies has got the football. Side bottom and Pendlebury were the only ones that didn't have the football, that did have the footy that weren't a defender. I mean, Pendlebury can play defence as well, so who knows. He can play all positions. That's why it's the 434th game of this week. Half, oh, well done. Big mark, well executed by the Pies, and finally McStay can have a shot at goal from the pocket. I think he's a left footer, so it's a good spot for him to kick it from.
He's obviously one of the best kickers on the Collingwood list. McStay just ducked out the back.
Good spot for him to kick from.
Brilliant kick.
Oh. Daniel McStay. Tomorrow afternoon is Melbourne versus GWS. Unfortunately not at the MCG, but it is in Alice Springs, where we've seen those two teams play before at TIO Traeger Park, and that's hit the woodwork from McStay. Unfortunately, it doesn't go his way, and that's a behind. So 23, 17-point game. 3 goals to hit the front for the Pies. And Caulfield can clear it out of the back line. Risky kick, but found English tight against the boundary line.
A few that he's missed through concussion. They were conservative with his return.
Chip kick, beautiful. That was a nice, low gravity weighted kick to Croft. Croft just pumps it. Contest is there. Howe leaps up, but he could have taken a specky. That would have been a nice specky in a pack as Josh Dacos handles it out of the way. English tumbles it under his legs. Bonampelli, Fraser over the top. Bouncing ball. Pendlebury's the only one there off his left boot. Doesn't really find a teammate because McStay had some work to do there. Croft gets past 1, gets past 2. A nice catch from Richards, which helped English out. Now inside 50, and Norton, unfortunately, is a tad late as Parker gets there first. Frampton now. Off to Nick Dacos, another short one. Rowan Steele. Short one back to Parker. Will Parker clears it away to the other side, goes for the switch to Maynard, and now goes to the other side. Beautiful open space for side bottom. Another leader has to play on because he hesitated. Beautiful weighted kick. That worked. And now the setup kick is probably worse than that, but nonetheless could be still a goal. Maybe Dale underneath and a tackle. Ball up. We'll reset in the Pies forward half.
Membrey who come out on a searching lead.
English, Cameron, and that congestion. Harrison tried to
Cameron Allen around the corner, sends it towards the goal square. Fist arrives from Carmus and Schultz. Out of bounds it goes, ball in. Another forward 50 stoppage for the Pies as Nick Foote umpiring this game. Oh no, oh dearie me. Oh dearie me, can't wait to see an umpiring call that's going to be so ridiculous. For those who know, from the Port Vic St Kilda game back in Gather Round, as Nick Dacos was affected as he kicked it. High ball, not 15. Fists arrived from multiple Dogs players. Fraser in there. Schultz tries to run towards her. He toe pokes it towards the line. That could be last touch. He dives it out of play. Ball in.
That was a push in the back. It's often paid when it's like that. You get to see here, clean possession. That's that number. Yeah, you got a hand in the middle of the numbers. It's in between the 3 and the 5. You don't get any more in the back than that.
Put back into play. English's touch. Well read.
High ball. Oh yeah, that should have been pushed in the back. I didn't catch an eye on that. Richards may have been taken high, but still play on regardless. West just fends off his man. Handballs quickly to Bailey Dale. Now hesitates, stops and waits beautifully and kicks it sweet to Richards. Plays on against Crisp. Goes towards the 50. Oh, it's 50 metres. What happened there? I don't know who gave away the 50, but still, it's going to be a certain Richards goal unless he somehow misses this. Ed Richards. Bang. Straight through. 23 points to the margin. They double the Pies score. The Dogs. 46 it is.
Sort of fret at that point there and go, well, I don't want to let the next one go on faster because I already know behind me that this game is broken apart because of the kick that's come inside there and just grabs him by the side of the jumper and I think it's 50.
It is 50, but after he caught 50, then he played off.
I think, Dwayne, the call was made by the out-of-zone umpire, so that was a factor.
Spot on about that. They're a different team when he's up and going, though, Dwayne. Bond was sadly lacking a wingman there for a while. He's back in form.
Redoing the ball up again. Bonampelli taken down heavily by Crisp. They could still go, the Dogs. They recovered off of that turnover. Or not turnover, but good tackle from Crisp earlier. Lob, hand pass, Lewis for a third. I think it's just, yeah, that would have been his third if he kicked it, but no. Wait, did he hit the post last time? I don't remember if he kicked 2. I'll check the stats in a moment, but he missed anyway. 47. Dan Houston to Quaynor in the back line. Goes heaps longer. Cameron the front spot. Free kick. No advantage going to be paid. It's going to come back to Cameron.
That's interesting, isn't it? That's one of those, you can have the advantage if it works, but if it doesn't, you can bring it back.
And then there's no one on the mark, so last night that was 50. The umpire gave him a bit of liberty there, which is probably common sense.
Common sense on Saturday, but no.
Oh, that's a risky kick, but found Pendlebury. Pendlebury v Bonampelli. 2 veterans of the game. Love to see it. 2 legends. Quaynor. Quaynor's going to go short to Dacos. No, Fist arrives. Here we go. They could go here, the Dogs. Bonampelli. There's open space to lead up forward. He goes for goal. He's missed. Oh, I was a bit excited there. Shouldn't have been that excited because I didn't think that was going to be the result. But unless that was unless it was a goal, I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore. Let's just commentate the play now. Jeremy Howe in the back line, short to Pendlebury.
The most that anybody's got in the history of the game. Max Gaun's got 8, might end up with 9 this year. Pendlebury along the line.
Oh, big fly from Buslinger who fists it away. Should have taken the mark and that would have been a mark of the year contender. High ball inside 50 from English. Bouncing ball. Frampton's got the number and he's been heavily contacted. Pendlebury taken down. Oh! That is an unfortunate passage of play from Collingwood. The handball to side bottom wasn't really the go, and Pendlebury wasn't thinking straight, unfortunately, so
The centre bounce problem at the moment, it's out of control.
it is a Dogs forward 50 stoppage.
Because he's doing absolutely whatever he wants.
This could be dangerous for the Dogs.
10-2 Dogs.
English with a hit out.
Fished it away from him that time. Anderson did a good enough job. English back out.
Sanders down low, Kennedy around the corner, tumbles it towards the hot spot, bouncing ball. There's plenty of Pies and Dogs there. There's plenty of an even amount of Dogs and Pies players there, but Bustlinger will bring it back. They go backwards to Karmas, and another one backwards will go to Caulfield. Another one on the lead. It'll bounce in the hands of Jakes, who'll go even further than what the intended target was. But I mean, his intended target was to go to McNeil, but could have gone to someone a bit shorter, which I believe was Croft on the run. Inside 50, into the pocket. West, they were all there. Someone should have taken the mark there. And Pendlebury's heavily contested. Got to get past the defensive half, or the defensive line. The last line of defence, should I say. Frampton taken down.
Did he go down? With a slip. Umpire cuts him some slack.
Ball up.
Crouch position very early there. The airbag got him.
Those Pies fans we saw very relieved.
Ball up. No hit out arrives, so Dale, Sanders, Fraser in there, didn't want to drag it in. Side bottom, McStay. Nick Dacos from the pocket, high tackle. Dale the flying shot at goal, and that's missed the lot. So, no free kick going to Nick Dacos, so, but regardless of the result, it's going to be Pies who take the possession and kick it out wide towards the wing. McStay, long, handball over the top, went past Crisp. Here's to Goey. Picks it up only just in time. Crisp, Membrey. Here we go, they could be off here. Josh Dacos finds another sweeping handball over the top. Roan Steele, short pass on the run, on the lead of Harrison. I think he's too far out to score though, Harvey Harrison. Will he go for a flying shot at goal, or will he just set it up to the numbers?
Right on your limit as a player to kick it from outside 50. A lot of these kicks go to the top of the goal square. Tim English is standing there at the moment.
First game tonight in 671 days, Harvey Harrison. Has not played an AFL game. Must have played in the VFL plenty of times. He goes right to the line, and well done Buku Karmas, put his body on the line for that. And it's through for a minor, a rush behind. So, Butteridge will bring it back in for the Dogs.
In the past, in the middle, you know, he's a strong body.
Still goalless in the second turn. The Dogs have
Short to Caulfield,
their lead to 24.
former Saint.
Caulfield
Another one to Kennedy.
killed a teammate tonight in Tim Membrey.
They're rolling back, the Pies. They're not really locking this ball in the forward half.
Called to go. Goes on for a gallop down the line. A fish off the head of Frampton, I believe that was. Josh Dacos just fends off a Dogs player. Quaynor. Another sweeping handball to Howe. Short into the back line. Lipinski. Another one out wide to Parker. And that's risky, and just finds Harrison. Is that in bounds? It is not in bounds. Out of bounds on the full. Dogs free kick. The Dogs members are happy with that on the Marvel writing seats, written seats in the stands, which is very creative. Inside 50, high ball. Howe takes the uncontested mark, and he'll go quickly. Maynard. Another one out wide on the lead of Schultz, should I say. McCreary does go even further down the ground to Long. Now he's got Membrey long. He goes that direction, and that's a good find. Karmas fell asleep on defence, and Membrey is a good set shot at goal from about 45 out, so let's see how he goes from here.
As soon as Long rolled in there on his right foot, you can see there, Buku just sat off a little bit, thinking that the ball was going to go long to the goal square. It was an excellent kick.
Tim Membrey. Goal is crucial here to bring it back to within a 3-goal margin. 18 points to make this. 52 metres out he'll kick it from, not 45. I think the mark is where Buku Kamas was about 45, but I could be wrong. He's missed. So, very inaccurate, the Pies. Nick Dacos having a spell on the bench. 3 goals 2 in this second quarter to nothing, to no goals, to 0 goals 4. Treloar, former Pie, played in that 2018 grand final. Played for the Dogs from 2020 or 2021 onwards, because he played in the 2021 grand final. That was also a losing grand final that he played in to the Melbourne Demons. And that was beautiful. Straight down the corridor, and now Treloar's got it again. Takes off and taken down. See you later, Lockie Schultz. What a tackle. That is enormous. Now he goes quick. Can they capitalise on the offensive end? Crisp, sweeping hand pass, Lipinski. Another one to Long. One more to go. Should be a finishing touch. It is not. 0 goals 5 for the term.
Defensive action here, and Schultz just sees him rolling up to cover Butterick, and then the eyes light up as Treloar takes that step, and he's gone.
25 minutes since their last goal. Obviously, their last goal was in the first quarter. Don't even know who kicked it, to be honest. Who kicked that most recent Pies goal? Kennedy, hard against the contest. Gets shoved to the turf. In a heavily contested mark against Lipinski. Down the line to a contest, Norton flies. Out the back is Arty Jones. He's off for a run. Can he pick it up cleanly? He doesn't keep it in play. Throw it in. He's not happy with that call, with that possession, Arty Jones, but he'll be willing to go again in the contest. Fraser, Sanders, off for a run. Over the top to Treloar, sets it up to the hot spot. There's no one really there. Frampton is the last line of defence to fist it back into the goals for a point. So that's another behind for the Dogs. That'll be 49 to 26. Back to 23 points to the margin. That has not been the biggest lead of the game, I don't think. 3 goals 3 to 0 goals 5 for the game. In this second quarter. Harvey Harrison, Jakes has to go back on the mark and stand the mark. Norton, Josh Dacos goes past him on the other side. Classy kick to Crisp. They know how to play football, the Pies. That's why their theme song is The Right Way. And it's sung the right way if they win this game. A setup, shot at goal can go to Schultz. Beautiful execution from the Pies. They can hopefully capitalise with this to make it their first goal in the second quarter. And if so, they'll have something to celebrate about, the Pies fans, to bring it back to within a 17-point margin. 3 minutes to go in the opening half. 7 goals 7, placed 3 goals 8. About 30 metres out. Comes in he struts and kicks it. Lockie Schultz puts it through, and that's a goal they were desperately in need of.
Those half forwards can really get on their bike. I admire the work rate of this guy, Schultz. He's just been terrific. Defensively involved, he knows he's got a lot of work to do, because when you've got your forwards rolling up high, you've got a lot of ground to cover, a lot of opposition defenders to man, and he's still having involvement offensively. Well done.
Just under a quarter since their last goal. Fair to say it was much needed. 5 behinds before that in this second term of the Dogs. 3-3. Lob. Cameron with a tussle.
Nick Dacos is on for a run. They could go for another one before half-time. Towards the Anderson direction. Couldn't quite hold on from the Karma's pressure. Taps it towards Dale's direction. He tries to slap it forward. Bramble attacks the footy. Here goes Allen. Dacos again. He weaves and weaves. Goes around the corner. A spiralling kick to the hot spot. And it's just gone out of bounds. Did it bounce on the line before it went out? I think it did. So we'll have a boundary throw in here. So it should be English and Cameron if English is on the ground. And he indeed is. Is he? No, he's not. It's Roy Lobb. In the ruck, Roy Lobb. Fraser. High ball to the contest. No one really there except for West on the lead, who takes a nice, easy, uncontested mark on the run. Down the line to a contest. Arty Jones again in the contest here. That's a good pass from McNeil to Norton to Arty Jones. Here they go. Lewis gives it back to him. He's got to go for a run against Quaynor. Got to get past him. He can't. That should have been gone. Is it gone? No. Throw it in. Jeez. Should have been rewarded there, the Pies. Should have been some reward for effort there from Quaynor. That was a good tackle. Pies fans always call it. They let you know about it too. Ryan Steele clears it away. Dale, intercept mark. Call to go, doesn't know where to go. So he just spears the ball inside 50. No one really home for the Dogs, so the Pies have got to work hard defensively. Houston taken down by Lobb in a heavy tackle. Ball up again. Allen over the top. Here we go. The Dogs could steal it here. No, they can't. Schultz, Lipinski, Nick Dacos dribbles it in play to keep it in. Ryan Steele tries to keep it in as well. He does keep it in. Here we go. The Pies could be off and running here. They can bring it back to within just 11 points. McStay couldn't hold on. He's out the back. Can he toe poke it forward? Anderson has to help out. Good tucker from O'Donnell. Held in. Ball up. Oh, wait, what? Holding the ball? Are we serious? Wow. I heard the crowd a bit different that time, and I was like, hang on a minute, is that holding the ball or is that ball up? Holding the ball. Lipinski. Pendlebury, can they get one more on the edge of half-time? Any team, doesn't matter which player from which team. It doesn't matter what player from what team. Ball up. 32 seconds left to half-time. It's on the outside wing. On the Toyota RAV4 logo. Hit out from Lobb. Fraser clears it away, and Quaynor's got to go now. He's not cautious of the time. Just wants to head into half-time. Down by 17 points, but no matter what happens, it could be more than that. The Dogs go inside 50 on the lead. Bonampelli's got open space. Should be an open goal. He's taken down without it. Maynard. Wow. Well done, Collingwood, defensively. And they get it out. 4 seconds. Houston clears it away, and that'll be the siren. Jeez, they dodge a huge bullet. Chorus of boos at the halftime break is far out. That should have been a free kick to Bontempelli of all things. Maynard took him down. Yeah, that's an easy free.
Did he actually tackle him? Depends on who you barrack for, that does.
Yeah, it was definitely a free. Or it definitely was.
That's right. Depends on where you're watching and who you're barracking for. The good part is...
Well, there we go. Half-time at Marvel Stadium.
got the best seat.
It's the Dogs still leading by 17 points at the half-time break. It's 49, plays 32. And the Pies, well, they played a decent first half. They're in touch. They're in arm's length, but the Dogs are just, yeah, they're a sort of team that they can, you can never write off in big games like this. So, a win for the Dogs can send them into the top 8. A win for the Pies can send them into the top 8. So whoever wins it will give them a more of a heavier advantage going into finals. If either team is to make finals. As the Dockers earlier today, they won their game 103-78 over the Brisbane Lions, the back-to-back reigning champs, winning by 25 points. The game before that was Sydney v Richmond, where we see a 114-point loss, 170 to 56, as it keeps showing on the slideshow on the right-hand side of screen. The Blues beat the Cats by 4 points, 88-84. And obviously the Hawks winning by 52 on the Thursday night, 119 to 67. Those 4 games are the first 4 games that have been completed this round so far. This is the 5th game. So far it's 49-32. And of course tomorrow we've got Melbourne GWS, followed by West Coast and Essendon to come tomorrow afternoon and evening. So it should be a remarkable week, a remarkable end to footy for a footy weekend. Despite my team having a bye, we get a bit of a break and get to not worry about being upset, happy or sad, depending on the result. So thank God the Crows have the bye, so I don't have to feel happy or sad. I can feel happy for most of the round, because I wouldn't care unless the team overtakes the Crows on the ladder, which wasn't Brisbane obviously today, but still could be another team like Melbourne, I believe. No, Melbourne are already above them. Never mind. Maybe GWS, if they beat Melbourne, but who knows. Melbourne should win, but we'll see what happens. As it stands right now, Collingwood still in 10th with their 22-point record, since they're losing right now, if they were to lose. And the Dogs are sitting in 7th, so that means they'd be the only team to one-up the Crows on the ladder if a win goes their way. But it's half time right now. I don't know what to do, but I might have a bit of a break. I might just sit here on call with some friends, or even play some Mario Kart or something to pass the time. I'll have a look at the KO broadcast in my spare time as well. Just keep checking on it every now and then. I'll be on mute for most of the halftime break, because I don't want to play any games, because there's no viewers in here that really want to participate, so there's no point. So I'll leave you guys to it. Obviously, I'm going to be here for the remainder of the game, obviously, but I'm not going to be in for... I'm not going to be talking with chat, since there's no one basically talking in chat anyway. 6 subscribers, you got to start fresh, you got to start brand new, and this is where you start with hardly recognised view account and a brand new subscriber account. So, same viewers, brand new subscribers. I mean, unless the same people subscribe, but anyway. I'll leave you guys to it. I'll be on mute, and I'll see you guys for the second half. I know it'll be very boring, but during my commentary has been very boring anyway too, because there's no one's been in here anyway. So I'm gonna head off for a bit, and we'll see you guys in the second half. Alrighty guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just wanted to spend 20 minutes of my time either on the phone and playing some Mario Kart, of course. What a time it is now for the second half to get underway from Marvel Stadium. Let's turn the volume up on the screen. And we'll get the second half pumping. Alright, here we go. Let's get the quarter underway.
Games last year with injury, he's removed the strapping on his knee for this game that he's been carrying the last couple of weeks. So that's a good news sign that they won't maybe need to rest him.
Alright, here we go. Second half about to get underway. Let's get it from Marvel Stadium. Winner goes into the top 8.
I know, but I like it.
Loser goes either down to 10th or 11th at lowest. So far it's Collingwood who stay in 10th. So far it's the Bulldogs who sit in 7th if they win from here on out. Let's get the second half underway from Marvel Stadium. Blow the siren!
Find themselves 17 points adrift.
It's a big challenge for Darcy Cameron right now. They have been smashed in the middle, the Pies. No, I think the Ruckman would have this midfield challenge.
Here we go, second half underway. We're going to throw it up and reset. Let's go. We're into the second half contest. And we're underway. Richards taken down by Pendlebury. Ball up to start the third quarter. Tomorrow afternoon, Melbourne GWS. Tomorrow night, West Coast v Essendon. The two matchups to come tomorrow. Dacos delayed the handball. Sanders inside 50 for the Dogs. Norton flies at the back. Is Howe, who helps out. Goes to Quaynor. Has to play on and go fast on the run. Quickly with a chip pass over the top, over a few heads actually. Butterick passes Pendlebury. Also passes quite a few other players. Dale, English, Treloar, spear pass on the lead, and here's Arty Jones' moments. Arty Jones.
It's really clever forward craft there, and Jack, you talked about it earlier, his ability to drop his...
My prediction for this game was for Arty Jones to kick the first. I think it was Will Lewis to kick the first. I don't think I even picked him out of the two players I selected in the description down below. And if you see the top part of the description say the Crom Magician streams continue, it's because I was going to stream Brisbane v Fremantle as well, but unfortunately I did not do that. Arthur Jones for his second goal. He chips it shorter on the lead. English takes the mark in the pack uncontestedly, and should be an easy goal from here on out.
I think he went for Norton, but English took the mark. This great sign of unself-destruction.
I reckon if you asked him, Dwayne, he said he was kicking it to animation.
How big is this guy?
Tim English.
Centimetres big, but his importance for the Bulldogs underlined only won one of the 5 games.
Can he put it through from directly in front? He sure can. Tim English starts the second half strong. First goal of the second half.
And English knocks it down, and the Dogs lead by 23 points. And you love the journey of this man, Arty Jones, don't you, King? Because he has had to wait and overcome some injury.
Yeah, he has. 2021, pick 43, and he looks young there, doesn't he? He's had tastes of football, but never really been the finished product. Hasn't really been the full professional, but this pre-season, he went crazy. Got himself super fit, hit the ground running, and they know exactly what they've got their hands on right now. He's gone through the roof. His disposals have gone to now mid-teens. If he can get them to 25, I think he becomes a real headache for the competition. His score involvements have tripled this season as opposed to last, and what we see him do to quality halfbacks right now for the Pies is very, very encouraging. Josh Dacos has the job.
Back underway. Bonampelli from the flick down. English. Hines again. Inside 50. Can they find a target? Fists. Oh, no fists. From the Pies, and Maynard takes the defensive intercept mark. Centers the kick beautifully to the corridor. That was a risky kick, though. Kennedy comes up with the disposal inside 50, attacking the footy. Are a few players down in the contest. Sanders, was he taken high?
So Sanders will line up.
He was.
Just outside the 50 here. So I want him to be pulled back on the mark a little.
Darcy Cameron fell asleep on Tim English last time when Arty Jones kicked it in. Staying real close to him now. That was excellent from Jordan Croft there, going back with the fly. That was so tough.
So Riley Sanders to increase their lead from 23 to 29 points. I'll check the chat now since I haven't checked that for a little while.
Last week, concussion early this year. Pick 6 in 2023. It's his third season. And this kick, the biggest margin.
Go Hawks, says Zombo. Well, Hawthorn are not participating in this contest, so what's your prediction for this game? That was a floating ball, but it works to the top of the goal square. And misses for a rush behind.
Distance, and it's easy for a side to knock over. The foot on the throat at the moment, the Dogs. You just want to make sure when you get opportunities like that, you make the absolute.
Jeremy Howe passes it short to Maynard.
Howard to Maynard. Where to next?
They want corridor. You can see their eyes darting to corridor.
Little one to Josh Dacos.
Buku in the middle of the ground doing a great job, just marshalling the troops.
Back to Jeremy Howe. Back to Josh Dacos. A bit of a 1-2 or 2-3 or something like that. And McStay in the middle of the ground. Sends it down towards the 50. Can someone take the mark? The person down there is Schultz. Big fly. Stands tall in the contest against Jakes, I believe. Oh no, was it Jakes or was it someone else? No, I don't think it was Jakes. Wow. That was a good contested mark against, I believe that was Butterick defending him. That was a good high fly. Big leap from Lockie Schultz. Didn't know he could get up that high. I didn't know he was the next Jamie Elliott. Lining up from 33 metres out. Shouldn't miss this. Can he put it through? He can indeed. Steers the margin back within 18 points. No. Yeah. 18 points.
Yeah, well, I reckon the messaging certainly has come from Craig McRae here. You can just see all the players have been drawn over that side of the ground, Kingy. So what they're trying to do is isolate and get some space. Now, Buku does slip over here. You can see that slip. But there's so much vulnerability for the Dogs' defence there with all that space, one-on-ones. All you got to do is win one of them, and it's exactly what they did. And that kick there, you go from one end of the ground to the other in 3 kicks.
6 of their 13 scores.
Good mark from Lockie Schultz. That'll be written down as one of the great marks for tonight's match. Probably the greatest mark for tonight's match. As a Cozzy Pickett could be a mark of the year contender from that round 7 game against Richmond. Back on Anzac Day Eve on the 24th of April. Sanders to Bonampelli to English, and now Sanders again has to work it cleanly, but Nick Dacos works it cleanly better than him. To go inside 50, McStay pushed out of it. Free kick going Collingwood's way. Here we go. This is where Collingwood can turn the things around. They can turn everything around with just a few simple goals. No matter the result. Whether it's a free kick or an uncontested mark inside 50, or even a very heavily contested mark inside 50, does not matter. Dan McStay for his first goal tonight. Lines it up from point blank range. Steers it home. 2-kick game. Pies are on. Pies are on.
If you look at areas of vulnerability, guys that have been involved in 25 defensive contests or more in the competitions, that's about the top 20 in our comp. Buku loses more than any other player. So as many times as you can put the ball to these 2 players, you'll have a great result. And that's just the space that Luke Beveridge knows he has to live in at the moment while Buku develops and either makes it or he doesn't. But Dan McStay needs to capitalise on every opportunity coming his way.
Yeah, he's got a big half ahead of him if the Pies are to certainly win this. Still watching now, the Dogs have had a couple of clear clearances.
20 goals for Dan McStay this season, that being his 20th goal after that. Can the Dogs get the clearance or can the Pies get the clearance? It's going to go to the Dogs. It's going to go to Fraser, the recipient of the free kick. Joel Fraser just sends it towards the forward line. West down there with Quaynor. Well done, Quaynor defensively, but Bramble's still got it for the Dogs. Dale, chip pass, finds a man. Ed Richards can go back and take 30 off the clock.
Dale was the one that kicked the ball inside to Richards on the half-forward line with the 50 metres. Breakers with Payne, you can just see the connection between those two there. You want your superstars kicking it to your superstars.
To bring the margin back to 18 points.
Hand to foot.
The Pies kick back-to-back goals. Can the Dogs respond?
Ed Richards, his 10th goal.
Can there be an instant response from that Dan McStay shot at goal that went through? It cannot. Oh no, that hits the post. That's the third poster tonight I think we've seen.
3 goals last.
Jeez, that is not good from Ed Richards for his standards.
Brownlow votes with it. He was the star of that show.
Jeremy Howe.
A few little things going Collingwood's way now.
Wide ball to the open man, and that's still side bottom. One of the oldest Collingwood players
Who goes and goes
to currently play.
50.
And Ned Long is going to be rewarded a 50-metre penalty. The Bulldogs have given away a free, or 50 metres.
Collingwood's way.
So Ned Long runs to where he's meant to go. Blasted inside 50, the man. The leapers go up. Dale, Bonampelli.
To Bonampelli, last line of
Oh,
defence.
last line of defence off the left boot. High ball. Frampton's up there. Couldn't hold on. Dacos. Short hand pass to side bottom. On the lead. A sparing pass. Was he taken out of it? Cameron. Long. Bustlinger. Allen goes in the contest. Sanders arrives at the footy. Plenty of players in there. High ball from Butterick. It's going to come back. Josh Dacos.
50. 50. Oh, almost. Yes. Blood Pie says blood rule. He blew his whistle. Everyone stopped. Yeah.
Umpire needs the ball. It's going to be a blood rule.
Forward turnovers.
Dan McStay's got the blood on him. Oh, it's right against the eye. Oh, that doesn't look good. Hopefully that's not a serious injury. Hopefully that blood isn't that serious, so he can get it patched up and come back on as soon as possible. Because he'll be crucial for this last for the last quarter and a bit. For the last quarter and a half. Josh Dacos sends it to the high flyers down long. Inside 50. Someone was shoved out of it. I think it was Cameron. Buku Karmas gives away a free. It's going to go to Cameron. Yes, it is. Darcy Cameron, the recipient of the free. That's another giveaway free kick from Buku Karmas. He unfortunately was isolated down there in defence and couldn't do much about that, but unfortunately it's not going to go their way, and the Pies can bring it back to just over a one-kick game. To bring the margin to 7 points.
Just the 1 goal for the season, 1 goal 2. He's shown the ability though, at times in the past, in his early days.
13 points right now. Can it change? Only changes by a minor score, not a major score. It's 45, so 2 goals the margin now.
Set shots, Dogs 4.
6 goals 9 to 8 goals 9. Both teams not that bad at accuracy, but not that good either. Buku Karmas at half back.
Forward half. So the first half we said they were allowing the Dogs those easy linking possessions to get out and trying to score from counter punch.
Short one to
Now it's lock it in.
Butterick. Former Gold Coast Sun.
Biggest margin.
Should have stayed at the Suns because the Suns are more of a successful team, even though they have been on a stumble down the past couple of weeks. As Cameron, another intercept mark for the Pies, goes their way. Now, will he blast it inside 50 or will he just go short? He decides to go short to a player who's a longer kick, Dan Houston. He decides to measure the kick short to DeGoey. Another one central to Jeremy Howe. And one more, maybe one more. Maynard. Yep, he'll go another one to Quaino who'll set it up.
Set it up with precision here, Collingwood.
Schultz was the first leader.
Need to be precise here, Collingwood.
That's all ahead.
They go to the hot spot. The high flyers are down there. Cameron's down there. Membrey up the back. Sorry, not McStay. McStay's the one on the bench with the blood rule. My bad. And Jordan Croft held in. Ball up.
50s in the first half. Already up to 6 now.
Right by the Collingwood cheer squad. They'd be loud and proud of their team so far, despite being down by 12 points. DeGoey can change that. He weaves past one. He weaves past the same defender. Edward Allen wants to get into the contest. DeGoey over the top. Here we go. Rowan Steele. There's a finish we'd like to see.
And the Pies are at last getting some
Back to a kick.
for their persistence.
And their persistence is pure.
To 6 points.
As Luke Beveridge has some worry in the coach's box right now from that result.
Some of your star players can get to work, and to go again on the Harvey Norman replay was the
A 6-pointer goes the Pies' way. DeGoey got past Bustlinger twice in that attempt of tackling him. Allen went in there against Sanders. DeGoey gave it a steal around the corner. A rush kick, but it worked to perfection. Rowan Steele with an elite classy finish from the goal assist from DeGoey and the helping hand from Edward Allen, who set that up as well, who helped set that up. Rowan Steele is going to go back to the wing and play from there. Cameron Bonampelli slaps it forward towards the Pies' advantage. Or is this the Dogs' advantage? I think it is the Dogs' advantage. Bramble inside 50. Over the head of a couple and out of play. Ball in.
out of play. And the crowd, a little bit of a hush at the moment. There's Luke Beveridge, 12th season as coach. Premiership in 2016, the longest serving Bulldog coach of all time. And I think they've got to get Cameron out of centre bounce.
Longest serving Bulldog coach of all time. So he has been loyal. He hasn't been an idiot for their side, which is good. Hasn't been like a Michael Voss or a Brad Scott, unfortunately getting sacked from their job over the recent weeks. Those two coaches for Essendon and Carlton. Two sides who, well, Carlton, not anymore, but they were very poor with Michael Voss and obviously Brad Scott. They've got a young list, the Bombers, so they're dealing with some heavy, unfortunate impact towards their side, which is not looking good because they'll definitely finish last on the table and get the first draft pick for 2027. So, and that'll be for people born in 2008. So that'll be the same year as I was born. So people that were born at my age will be drafted this year or at the end of this season. Sanders sets it up to a leader. Bontempelli, of course, it's him of all players, to lead up to the front. And of course, go to the best man who can kick it. He's had the experience, he's had the talent. He's had the opportunity. And he's been paid to play football like this. Been paid to captain the Western Bulldogs. And if he kicks the goal, money will be earned. Well deservingly earned. Steers it home. Left to right. Right goalpost to the left. Sways it through with a little bit of wind despite the roof being closed. And back to 2 goals the margin.
Teasing the Pies defenders to give him attention, and just this late pull into the corridor, really well spotted up by Sanders. But again, like you said, it goes into the centre bounce, although Pies are staying in touch in this area. The Dogs have only kicked 4 more points from centre clearance than the Pies, so it really talks to the...
Bontempelli, that's a big goal for the Dogs. Back to a 2-goal margin. Can the Pies get one back? No, they can't. Another clearance going the Dogs' way. Sanders went over his head. Was that the push in the back? No. Nick Dacos, handball over the top to Steele. Short one on the lead. It went past the hands of Schultz. Oh, sorry, long that was, I'm afraid. Allen dribbles it along the ground. Bustlinger. Short hand pass to Kennedy. Another chip one. To Hines. Cooper Hines. He'll go even shorter to an open man, and that's Adam Treloar. Adam Treloar just blasts it. Can anyone take a mark? Jeremy Howe with a big thumping ball fist. Out of the way, ball in. Oh, bound to throwing. I think this is the worst footy tipping week I've had. Because I tipped St Kilda by accident, tipped Geelong, I tipped Brisbane. The only one I got right, which everyone would have gotten right, is Sydney. And then I tipped the Pies, which, who knows? The Dogs can have got the advantage heavily, and McNeil goes for goal and increases their chances of winning this game. 3-goal leaders now. McNeil kicks a big goal for the Dogs.
Lucky McNeil might be sensing that Wakeman's not far away. Need a couple of handy ones tonight.
Yeah, you can see this ball went extremely high, but Lewis is the one that bundles the whole pack over there. Everyone hits the ground and McNeil stays on the ground as well. It's been an issue for the Pies all night. Their ability to win ball in their own deep 50 on ground level. They've sat off their opposition small forwards and given them really good looks. This is another good look, and they pay the ultimate price again.
See, they were out. Cameron had his hands on the ball to clearance. They were about to get into full flight, and Lobb just laid a tackle here. If he could just get that out, Dacos is away, and then everything works in sequence. But Lobb made a huge tackle.
10 tackles last week, like remember. So, yeah.
Look at McNeil. He's hit 2 tonight.
The restart.
And from the restart, the Dogs can go forward again. Kennedy just hacks it off the boot, off the right boot from a Jackie Chan style kick. Nick Dacos has got it now for the Pies. Can they go inside 50? They go short to Schultz. Further afield.
To Schultz's chest.
Has to play on. Now we go to the hot spot. The pack is there. Who's going to take the mark? No one is in the air except for Bustlinger, who punches it away and out of bounds. Boundary throw incoming for the Pies attacking forward 50. Side bottom, Josh Dacos, Pat Lipinski, Darcy Cameron on the bench. There's one more, of course, who I don't know who else is on the bench for the Pies right now, but there's obviously another one missing. Nick Dacos taken high. Free kick. No, not paid. Jeez, there's so many free kicks that should have been rewarded. Maybe he ducked, I'm not entirely sure, but Nick Dacos isn't happy. McCreary goes short. Jordan DeGoey.
He kicked this. That should have been a free kick to Nick. I think at times he gets umpired a fraction.
Jordy DeGoey. He wants to assess the option down long. He goes to the setup option. English couldn't hold on with the 2 hands. Taken down his lob. Did he drag it in? Oh, Nick Foot was...
Trying to create confusion. It's definitely a free kick today, because they've tried to create confusion here at these 40.
Nick Foot calls my ball.
Off the ball.
Ned Long just shoves his man out the way. Snaps it around the corner. High ball. It's a quick rush behind. Not a rush behind, but it's a quick behind. Scored by Ned Long. 17 points the margin. 6:13 to go in the quarter. Can the Dogs go coast to coast? Jakes sends it down long. 1-on-1 Croft. The strength and the height advantage. Too easy. 50 metres. It's going to go back to Croft. So it's going to be 50 metres. That's two conceded 50-metre penalties from the Pies. And English takes the mark. The mark is paid. He'll go for a set shot. Blazing away on the lead against the opponent.
And they're all getting to Croft. They understand what he just accepted then. He knew that he was about to get crunched.
Unfortunately, Ned Long wasn't
The young man
strong enough, nor tall enough,
there was a kick
nor fast enough
5 minutes ago.
to finish,
And this
to get an intercept mark, unfortunately, or even take it out of bounds. So English has a shot at goal, wearing the number 44. From 44 metres out, it sounds right that he kicks the goal, and of course he does from 44 metres out.
big moment for a young man, Jack, on the wing.
It is, and we've seen it twice, I reckon, tonight, where he's had the ability to go.
23 points to the margin again. It's been around this margin for a while now.
One of the worst positions.
23 points.
Actually held himself really strong.
There's a 50.
50-metre penalty there. Allen got split by Richards.
It's tough, isn't it?
It is very, very
Because
tough.
Parker-
The space, though, where they
Yeah.
want to protect his-
Allen got split by Richards, and Richards got split by Allen, and then Parker didn't stand the mark either, so the umpire paid 50. That's a fair 50-metre call.
Started to rush when he had the ball.
Redo the ball up once more. Tim English
The press-
puts through his second. 15 hit-outs for him as well.
So they've won the quarter in the end so far. 4 goals to 3. English the highest, got the tap down. And
Sanders, another clearance. They know how to work the clearance really well, the Dogs. Kennedy.
Excellent trap.
Well done
Hides.
from the Pies, but just not enough. And Cameron gets to the contest a little late. Fraser over the top. There should be an open goal. Jones just shoves his way through. Can't get through Parker, mate. He's straight like a brick wall. He's as strong as a brick wall. You wouldn't want to mess with Will Parker. Cameron
Defense on edge here.
taps it out and then puts it into his lap and the ball up. Reset again. 11 goals 9, plays 7 goals 10. With 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Nick Dacos. Another disposal. Not 15 paid. Play on the call. Short hand pass to Steele, which is beautiful. And that's a good weighted kick. Finds Membrey on the lead.
Fantastic contest. Edge of the seat stuff.
Tim Membrey
Member kicks it to where he'd like
goes long to where he'd like to go. Dale and Lipinski in a one-on-one. Pendlebury breaks through the tackle. English. Richards lost it before he could dispose of it correctly, even though he probably didn't dispose of it incorrectly. Hines, Kennedy, Dale, Sanders. Another one inside 50, open man, Roy Lobb, here we go. Here's his opportunity. Now, Roy Lobb is not normally a ruckman. I mean, he's more of a ruckman than a forward, but he's not really a man to kick goals. So let's see how he goes with a set shot here. He's more of a defender and a ruckman, so let's see how he goes with a set shot at goal from just inside 50, I believe.
the biggest margin of the game.
Rory Lobb. Chorus of boos from the Pies fans.
The Lakota sitting bull.
Takes a little skip step. Sets it up instead. Goes for home instead, actually. Never mind, he missed. As expected, he did miss.
Biggest margin of the game. 24 points though.
24 points the margin. Still within arm's reach for the Pies to come back. There's still another whole quarter to play. Another half an hour to play.
I'll give you the rundown if you like, Peter.
Once three-quarter time is over, obviously that'll be in 3 minutes when it starts, and then 5-minute break for three-quarter time, or 5 or 6 minutes at three-quarter time. Quainer has got a lime green mouth guard. Not that matters, but I thought I'd mention it anyway. Down the line, Cameron. Pushed out of the contest was Roy Lobb, and that was well executed by the Dogs. Roy Lobb is happy with that. Luke Beveridge on the phone to one of the men on the bench for the Dogs. Look at all the Dogs fans getting up and about. Doesn't just have to be the cheer squad. It has to be every fan in the contest right where the ball's being tossed back in. Pendlebury clears it inside 50. Can someone take a mark? Membrey's down there. Goes past everyone and rolls out of play.
One thing about Bevo's themes though is you Che Guevara, Hulk Hogan, Rosa Luxemburg, the theorist and revolutionist. He's used Mahatma Gandhi before. Boxer Archie Moore. He loves a theme, Bevo, and can to respond to it. He did last week, and so far so good.
English in the ruck. Pendlebury kicks it short. Side bottom. Taken down. Bottom Pelly. Ball is held in. Ball up.
Be able to tell a story and draw inspiration from all different sorts of things, Dwayne. Some non-related to footy at all.
Fist away. Rowan Steele kicks it towards the pocket. High ball. Karmas finally in the front spot. Takes a mark in defence for the Dogs. He wants a lead and instead goes to Bramble in the fullback pocket. Roy Lobb with a fist. Kennedy. Sock it away. That should have been off the boot of Quaynor, and it will be. Last touch rule. There's the first last touch rule of the night. Lasso rule, as they call it. Kennedy kicks it down the line. Fists arrive from a couple of Dogs players, surprisingly. They should have taken the mark, but anyway. Quaynor tries to keep it in. It bounces in play. Stays in. Can anyone take it out? Side bottom. Did he throw it out? It's going to be Lasso again.
According to the handball. He's got to hang on here, the Pies. Got to get numbers back.
Kennedy. Down the line, high ball. Off the head of Lewis, I believe that was. Collingwood trying to clear it out of the defensive 50. Steele. They've got time and space to run. They don't really have too much space, but they've got to go quick if they want to keep going. Harrison gets past his man, then tackles Dale without the ball a little bit. Dacos over the top. Pendlebury's there to help out. Houston. Chris Frisky. That was a big bump. Well done from the Dogs there, from Croft especially. Lipinski, Pendlebury on the lead, lace out Anderson. Now, Anderson, what will he do here? Played his debut game in round 5. What a treat it was to play in Gather Round for your first game. And he goes from 50. That is unbelievable. Back to 18 points from a 50-metre bomb from Angus Anderson. That is special.
Back to 18 points.
And that was terrific again. Bringing the ball back into the...
Special goal from Angus Anderson. That's the Bunnings Warehouse build-up. That would be a Coles goal, as they call it, but obviously that's not going to be... That's not a thing in a Western Bulldogs v Collingwood primetime game. What a goal. That is... Send him on the longest kick. Sign him up for the longest kick. I wonder... Is that still going on? Is that still a thing, or is it? Have I just not been watching it? Because I don't know. I feel like it happens on Grand Final day, but I don't think I watched it last year if it even was on. Because I've known the most common ones like 2017, 2019, you know, all those famous ones, but don't know if they're still doing it. Josh Dacos, they could be away again to bring it back to maybe 2 goals again. Membrey in there. Anderson for 2 in a row. He dribbles it. Out of bounds. Ball in. Boundary throw in 20 seconds. They got to get a hit out to a man and strike it off the boot for a goal. It's not desperate because they haven't lost the game yet, but it'll give them an advantage going into the final term in about 5 or 6 minutes after the 20 seconds. Side bottom, Bonampelli down there. Side bottom taken out without it. Seconds tick and tick. Ball up. 8 seconds. They got to go quick. It's right there. It's right by the goal square. Umpire is waiting. The goal umpire is waiting just in case it goes over his head in some sort of form. No matter if it's a goal or a behind, or even just nothing, then he doesn't have to worry about it. Toe poked out of the way. Side bottom attacks the footy. Dribbles towards Bonampelli. And that is 3/4 time.
Biggest margin's been 25. It's 18 right now.
Biggest margin, 25 points. It is 18 points at the current state we are in right now. We are in for a treat on Saturday night footy. King's birthday next weekend, or next Monday, should I say, since there is a day off due to that. There won't be Neil Danaher participating in sending the guys down the slide, whoever's participating in the slide the ice bath fun, but anyway, unfortunately he's not going to be there. They're going to pay tribute to him since it is his special game for his special disease that caused him to an unfortunate death at 60 or something, 65 years old or something like that. So it's very unfortunate, but at least they've been doing ceremonies pre-game for this week as well, which is good. I wonder if they'll do it tomorrow at TIO Traeger Park, but I'll watch that tomorrow, of course, tomorrow afternoon. As we head into the final term, which will be underway soon, I will just restart the timer now so I'm all prepared. 31 minutes that quarter went for. Shouldn't have gone for that long, but it did, so not my fault. It's how long the quarter went for, so 7 viewers in chat. Good to see everyone. Good to see everyone popping through for a bit of a watch on this live stream. For those of you who want to subscribe to the channel and have not done so already, make sure to click the subscribe button. We're trying to get back to the count that we originally were at. Where on the other channel that we had before this, which obviously got terminated for some weird ass reason. But hopefully we can get back up there pretty quickly, because I'd love to have a big fan base once again. But it's hard to overcome when it's hard to redo when you've got to restart or make a new channel, you know. Anyway, everyone says Collingwood, says Brianna. I mean, who knows? Collingwood, yes, they're well within a chance, but you know, the Dogs, they've held the lead all game, or majority of this game, should I say. So they deserve it based on what they've been doing, but the Pies, who knows? They're never out of it. 18 points is not a margin that you can say, oh, we're done. It's 3/4 time, we may as well pack our bags and go home. No. We don't want that energy from the Pies this final term. We want hyped energy getting ready for this final term to try and come back and win this game. Because it's not like St Kilda where they were 46 points down and they were like, oh, all hope is lost, and then they somehow won. Because, yeah, it's happened before that, obviously, what was it? I feel like there was a game this week, or a game that almost was like that. There was a game that was 40 points, wasn't it? No. Was that last week? I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but there was definitely a game this year that I've seen someone be down by 40 points or so, surely, and then come back and either only just lose by a little bit or somehow win. I don't know if that's the case this year, though. I don't know if that's happened at all this year, but if you look at all the results from this year, you'll know which one. If that was the case. Because it would be a close result, regardless if it's a win for the team that was winning the whole time or the team that came back and won. So who knows? Who knows, Brianna? If everyone says Collingwood, I'm going to stand by that too because I hope they win. But the Dogs, they have an 18-point advantage right now. They're not out of it either. They're in front. They've got the advantage. So they've got the favouritism going into this final term. Let's get to the last quarter, shall we?
Saturday night, prime time on Fox Footy. Nowhere to hide here at Marvel tonight. And it comes down to this. 1 quarter of football for the win. 18 points the margin. And all the big stars have been shining tonight. Been a fun watch, but it might be about to get even better as we head downstairs. AFLW star Ruby Schleicher.
Well, just quickly on the injury front, Dan McStay spent almost half of that quarter on the bench, just getting his eyebrows stitched up. So he's going to have the freshest legs coming into this quarter. Now, the real difference in this game so far has been the midfield and centre bounce clearance battle. We knew it was going to be come down to the midfield battle coming into this game. And we have a look at these numbers. Bulldogs really dominating all metrics. But what you see there is the points from clearances. They're only +3. So considering they're +11 out of centre bounce, you would hope that they would be able to get more bang for buck out of that area. Now, boys, I want to throw it up to you because at the moment, Tim English is really making the most of Darcy Cameron, particularly with this new ruck rule. Do the Pies look at putting Billy Frampton or Dan McStay, considering he's going to have fresh legs, into the ruck for this final quarter, try and get it flowing for the Pies?
I couldn't agree more, Rube. I think Darcy Cameron, he's a discussion definitely for the post match. I'm staggered that he's going in for the start of this 4th term. 15-2 of the hit-outs at centre bounce. They've got 13-3 inside.
Here we go. Final term about to get underway from Marvel Stadium.
You've got to go with a jumper. You've got to go with a mix.
Will the Pies come back and win from 18 points down at 3/4 time, or will the Dogs hold on, stand their ground and somehow win? Well, not somehow win, but get the job done in this one for a home game W. We'll find out in half an hour as we commentate the half an hour. Possession by possession. Let's get this final term underway.
Bulldogs' final terms have not been good. A couple of times they've given up 3/4 time leads and lost games this year.
Well, there you go. There's a stat for you.
At home, and there's plenty of
The Dogs have lost plenty of games
Collingwood can get on a roll.
when being up at 3/4 time, so who knows, the Pies could win this game. They might be the heavy favourites going into that due to that stat that Anthony Hudson went through. But anyway, final terms underway. Let's get her underway from Marvel as DeGoey starts us off. Here's McCreary, sends it towards goal. Does he go for home? He does! First goal of the final term, Collingwood. Unbelievable start That is what I was expecting. Come on, Collingwood.
Well, finally they got one out of the middle. They got full reward.
They finally got a centre clearance. The Pies. Beautiful flick pass from Allen, which helped out DeGoey and McCreary to set up a goal from 50. Just to the edge of the line, but it was fully over. So the goal is paid, and it's 2 goals. The margin, first goal of the final term in 18 seconds. It was 18 points, and the first goal of the final term went for a length of 18 seconds. That's crazy. From an 18-point lead with an 18-point second difference to go to 12. As now the Dogs, can they respond quickly? Richards goes down inside 50. Kennedy's the man. Oh, he got taken without it. Houston just stole it from him and said, that's mine, buddy. Thank you very much. Goes up in the air. Pendlebury gets past Jakes. He faked him out of it. Goes over the top. DeGoey. They can find someone inside 50. They can try and do something if they play it smart. Nick Dacos gets past one. No, he can't. He just gets past the man. Pendlebury around the corner. Sends it towards the top of the goal square. Fisted through by Caulfield and out of play for a rush behind. 65-76, an 11-point game. This is edge of your seat type stuff at Marvel Stadium. That first goal from Collingwood gave them a sniff. Richards. Bramble. And that's not a good weighted kick. Howe, Houston, Josh Dacos, Allen. Pumps it inside. Goes to Dacos, the Dacos direction. McCreary leaps under the ball and races after it. Dacos again. Pendlebury. Back to Nick Dacos. Gets past his defender and centres the kick purely to Dan Houston. He's well within range. He goes short to Maynard instead. Braden Maynard goes to Jeremy Howe, who can strike a long bomb. He sends it to the top of the goal square. English did well defensively to help out. Goes short to Jakes.
Yeah, and that was the worst possible option, kicking it along the square with English standing in it.
Little fist from Parker didn't really work out for the Pies, so Norton's got to work hard here. He just went past his man, only just, with a foot race. Almost a run-down tackle went the Pies' way, but Kennedy holds it up. He'll go out wide. Riley West. He's got Lob leading. He goes to that direction. He's taken the mark against Jeremy Howe. Rory Lob. Guys, it's scripted. It said Collingwood won. JK. I was going to say, surely not. Nah, I know you're joking because this is actually live. Well, not live because KO's a bit delayed, but if you were watching on Channel 7, then if you were watching on Channel 7 on your phone, if you had the 7 Plus app and you were watching the game on your phone while you're at the game, then they would be basically around the same time. Roy Lobb around the corner, misses. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's 2 set shots at goal that he's missed, and it's still a 2-goal margin. Well, it's back to a 2-goal margin. Bont is the GOAT, by the way. I'll give so many do. What do you mean I'll give so... What do you mean by that comment? McStay takes the mark. Over the top. Here we go. They could be off and running. Inside 50. Caulfield. Is it not on Channel 7? Really? I thought it would most definitely be on Channel 7 for a Saturday night prime time. Nick Dacos over the top, open goal square, bang! Lipinski puts it through, and we've got a 1-goal game.
Smashed a window up there, he kicked it so fiercely. It's back to 6 points.
6 points the margin. Who would have expected this? Me raising my hand is fair enough, because I did tip Collingwood. I wanted this to happen. I knew something was going to go on, because the Dogs are not really they're not really the most consecutive last quarter team, so they're not the best team at winning the last quarter, and that's why Collingwood are on their way of coming back, and another goal can tie it all up for Collingwood. Pat Lipinski sends it into the third tier and probably broke a window, as Anthony Hudson said earlier, if you were paying attention. He fell over too during his celebration. Bit of laughter from that slip. DeGoey, off he goes. The Pies could be off and running again. This could be the greatest final turn from Collingwood we've ever seen. Schultz holds onto the mark with fierce content and can bring it back to a drawn game, which we haven't seen for so long. It's been roughly around that 23, 24, 25 point margins. It's never been as close as this since the first or second quarters. Lockie Schultz to even it up, to make him score 3 goals tonight. This for his third, and to tie the game away. Has he kicked it? No, he's missed to the near side. Oh, nervous times here at Marvel. A goal can give them the lead, which will give nerve to the Dogs. The crowd are getting involved now. They most definitely should be getting involved at this point. O'Donnell has got the football. Called to go. Down the line to a pack, and Lobb takes the mark in the 1-on-1. Rory Lobb. Rory. Lewis takes the mark and goes to Hines straight away. Over the top to Sanders. They can work something out if they can get a kick inside 50. No mark paid. Never mind. Advantage will be paid. Richards plays on and goals. And that's the goal they needed, because Collingwood were on their surge. Dogs step up when it matters most, even though it's not that crucial just yet. An 11-point margin, still 2 kicks in it, because now Collingwood need to score twice to take the lead.
The short target in Richards was pretty deadly in front of the sticks. Excellent kick.
It's a free kick paid so he could play on.
Ball up in the middle from the scramble.
Ball up in the middle. Did you say the team? I was distracted. Oh, the Dogs. The Dogs scored that goal just then. Crisp, Dale around the corner. Hooked it around to perfection, and Lockie McNeil's got it now. Feeds to Fraser. Short to Arty Jones. Inside 50, Rory Lobb. Got some work to do against Howe. Well done, Jeremy. Had to get his teammates out of the way before he disposed of it. Richards has got it now. Can he go for a second in a row? Feeds with Fraser. One more to Norton. Should be another goal. And no. That's a behind. So 2 goals the margin once more.
Allen's been given the job on Marcus Bontempelli this quarter, and he hasn't touched the footy yet, so he's doing a good job so far.
Dan Houston to bring it back in. Chip pass to Parker.
12-point lead to the Bulldogs.
Adelaide, North Melbourne, Port Adelaide and the Gold Coast Suns will all play next week due to having the week break this weekend. Allen with a cheeky little bounce. He goes for a second bounce. Will he go for a third? He can't, because there was a player there, and that's a shocking kick. Caulfield coughs it up and goes beautifully to Croft. Sure one to Cooper Hines. Another one to O'Donnell. Feeds it down the line towards Arty Jones. Big fist from Quaynor, denies that marking. That mark that would have been paid if he took the mark, if he did take it, of course. Back inside 50 it goes towards the Croft direction. Bontempelli down low. Jeremy Howe with a good tackle. Held it in for long enough. Still stays in the field of play. Houston, another hand pass, quick handball chain. Here go the Pies now. Steele, and never mind. That is a costly turnover. It's going to come back to Butterick. Buku Kamas.
Dogs' advantage. So their counter punch.
Butterick again for the Dogs.
Hunting corridor.
Oh, shocking kick, but it may work, but it may not. Croft ended up with it. Sanders, Bustlinger.
Selwood.
Oh, why do I keep saying Bustlinger?
Oh, here he does, but not.
Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I've said Bustlinger all day. Selwood. Oh my days, I keep saying Bustlinger. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Okay, I've said Bustlinger all day and no one's let me know about it either. Karmas inside 50, drives it long. Norton around the corner! Aaron Norton puts through another, and the Dogs keep piling on goals. Do you know that is embarrassing? That's the second time in a Dogs stream that I've said Bustlinger every single time
He's made some poor decisions tonight. He's been out
when his name is bloody Selwood.
decision and extremely brave.
Oh, I feel so stupid.
They were pressing in.
It looks like Bustlinger. Why do they look the same? Do they still play? Does Bustlinger still even play anyway? Or is he in the VFL team or what? Man, I feel embarrassed. Okay, I'll try and remember it now. The next Dog stream I do, I'll try and remember Selwood instead of Bustlinger. I got to glue Selwood to my head. Makes the Pies pay, and that's a 3-goal margin now. They lead by now, the Dogs. Lob in the ruck, Pendlebury. Here we go. The Pies can get an instant response. To go inside 50. Membrey. Pure, sublime, superb. Oh, that's what I was supposed to say last time. Superb, not so pure. I loved how I said so pure in the second quarter. Oh, man. That was funny.
Feel like there's a long, long way to go in this tail.
Membrey. Timothy Membrey. Knows this ground really well. Played at St Kilda. On this ground many times before. He's kicked a goal. Squeezes the margin. Splits the middle. And back to 12 points is the margin once again.
Just about all the way tonight. It's back to 12. Second goal for Tim Membrey.
So to go, he's had 24 disposals. 16 of those have become scores. 16 scored. That's just huge. And he's the one in there that when he gets the ball, the game just instantly changes gear into fast mode. Centre bounce is so big. Pies have taken control of that in the last
10 viewers in chat. Good to see everyone in the chat.
4-1 out of the middle.
Good to see everyone joining.
No doubt.
How's everyone going?
Three-quarter time by the coach.
Hopefully everyone's going spectacular. Because I'm going really well. This game's entertaining.
As well.
Now that Collingwood have called their way back to within
Cameron and Law.
less than 20 points, they've
Cameron got a piece of it.
they've done a number on the Dogs right now, the Pies. They've kicked so many goals despite them still losing.
Josh Jacobs.
The Dogs have responded well, but we'll see what happens for the final minutes. Final 10 minutes or so. Bailey Dale.
Went wide up to take the mark to Frazier.
Wide to Frazier.
To show some steadiness here, the Dogs, they won a thriller last week against Melbourne. Had the lead taken from them late.
Goes inside 50, high ball. Oh, big leap from Croft. Almost held on. Would have been a big mark. That would have been massive as Pendlebury goes out wide to Long.
Before him, he went to Long.
Ned Long
Keeps running though.
goes short over the top. Maynard's the target. He can't take the mark, but he sockers it off the deck purely.
Put a bit on Selwood. That time to
Selwood tried to do well there, but Membrey, that was really well weighted by Selwood because it worked for the Dogs' end. Quaynor, can he do some work on Riley West here? Can't even pick it up cleanly. Maynard in the contest. Sanders in there with Lipinski and Long. Bouncing ball. Tumbles. Back to how it goes. And it goes out wide to the other side. Nice heavy mark from Harrison. Sees the lead up ahead, and that's McStay on the lead who came back on for the final quarter, which he needs to be on for. And that's almost a mark taken by Schultz, but he left it to the turf, and now Norton is going to take a mark down the other end for the Dogs. Short one to Sanders in the corridor. Treloar again. They can bark and bark to another golden opportunity at goal. McNeil inside 50. There's no one home. Frampton a little fumble. Cameron.
Cameron heads Legs out wide.
Up in the air, high ball, bouncing ball. Harvey Harrison can't keep it in.
Enough, really. They can reset.
Boundary throw in. We'll reset here with 9 minutes to go in the final term.
The matchup right now that's the greatest headache for Luke Beveridge is to go
Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and liked up the stream.
Sanders at times. Steele fed it on with a quick fire handball. Here he comes. Roderick lurking to go. He cut him down quickly. He's the one charging Twain. He's releasing from stoppage instantly. He knows they've got defensive cover.
5 points, the biggest lead in this game. It's now 12. Teams in front for all but 1 minute in this game. Craig
McRae sitting and watching on
the emotion of love.
from the interchange bench with the 5 players on the bench having a rest. Pendlebury,
Anderson.
Houston,
Good run through the middle again. Maynard.
Maynard chipping ball, beautiful. Here we go, side bottom. They can they find a man? Side bottom. He sets it up high and up and under to a spot within a contest. Schultz in there, Kennedy, high ball, 2-on-1, Dacos holds it in, plays on, wheels around, goes to the hot spot. Who's there? Over the head of Schultz and through for behind.
They're getting their looks. They're getting their looks through.
If you could play for a footy team, what team would you play for? Well, I'd go for the Crows, so probably the Crows. But to be fair, I would love to play as like Fremantle because in the purple colours and the playing as Wallyarlup and playing in the West would be so good. So playing as either Fremantle or Adelaide would be my personal favourites. But the teams I wouldn't want to play as are Collingwood and probably Geelong, because Geelong I don't like because they are always that good. Because they're too good all the time. So we need someone else to be good. We need to change that. So hopefully Tasmania can be a really good team like they are in the VFL right now when it comes to 2028 and try and leave the Cats out of a grand final spot. Who's the best player in my opinion? Well, right now it's tough to say, but Nick Dacos is up there, but as much as I hate Collingwood, I don't really want to say him, but I'll probably have to say him anyway. Bontempelli's up there too. Butters is doing good. Petrarca's good too, but yeah, there's just too many to name. Too many to name. I've got a good fantasy team, but I made some trades on last night. Houston takes the mark in defence, or half back.
Houston takes the mark.
7 minutes to go. Goes for the switch to Quaynor.
This year, Costa Quaynor.
Quaynor centres the kick towards side bottom, right by the bench.
Houston side bottom. The brakes on, waiting for Quaynor to run.
Waiting for Quaynor to run and gun. He goes inside 50 to the pocket. Ned Long's open. What have they done there defensively, the Dogs? So Buku Kamas.
An easy kick.
This will not be an easy kick for Ned Long. I don't know if he's a right footer or a left footer, but if he's a left footer, it'll be even harder. Ned Long to kick the margin, to decrease the margin to 5 points. This would be quite something from here. 50 metres out on a tight angle. Oh, so close. I thought he got it, but it drifts across to the right, and it's a behind. So it's 80 to 90 in this game with 6 minutes to go in the final term. The Dogs have the advantage by 10. Caulfield chip pass, Treloar, Butterick. Down the line, Jeremy Howe in best position, takes the mark against McNeil. Lets him go and goes to DeGoey. DeGoey straight to Maynard. Norton couldn't see and was a bit late there because now Pendlebury's got it. Anderson to bring it back to 4 points. He's kicked it. Angus Anderson has kicked a crucial goal. 5.5 left and we got a 4-point game.
Well, the eyes tell you where they want to go. As soon as Jeremy Howe took an innocent mark at half back,
86 to 90.
This was the corridor. What's the ice? Where does he want to go? That's where I'm going. That's it. I'm going the corridor. And the runners get involved.
That was beautiful
Everything at speed.
from Jeremy Howe to set that all up. De Goey,
Such is the aggression.
Maynard,
The runner.
Pendlebury,
Involved random
Angus Anderson,
forward half with super
goal.
the Pies. They don't have the dominant target. Great finish from Anderson. He's challenging.
The Collingwood chants ring around Marvel Stadium. It's not over yet. 5.5 to play. The Dogs haven't been the best side in final terms. The 5 players on the bench, I couldn't name them all because that was a quick flash to the interchange bench, but nonetheless, that doesn't matter. Dacos out of the middle. Crisp gets past his man and hacks it down the line towards a one-on-one. Selwood against Lipinski. Kennedy, Nick Dacos, toe pokes it forward. The main man there first to get it is Bailey Dale. Kennedy again around the corner, bouncing ball towards the line. Dacos is there, hacks it out of bounds on the full. And that'll be a Bulldogs free kick.
You just get a sense that it's Dacos' time now. He just lifted again. He lifted again late in the game last week against West Coast.
Voss. Luke Beckridge, I'll still be thinking about Rory Lott behind the ball.
So Matt Kennedy,
Right now.
5-minute warning.
Pelly's been known
5-minute warning. They should bring that back in the AFL. They should bring a 5-minute warning back into the stands for everyone. I drew it at the MCG when there's like
all shoveled out.
final minutes to tick down. There's like a timekeeper right on the fence railing where the what's the name? Where the sponsors are and stuff. Riley West sends it long. 2-on-2 contest. Fraser almost held on. Side bottom just has to soccer it away. It rolls and tumbles. Here we go. The Pies could be away here. McCreary takes a cheeky bounce over the top. He gets it back. Fends off a couple. Gets past 3. Takes a third bounce. Runs towards the corridor. Down the line to a 1-on-0. And Riley West takes a massive grab. Short to Trelaw. He saves the day, Riley West. 74% kicking efficiency to 55. Going the way of the Dogs. Richards blasts it long. Lewis couldn't hold on. Frampton over the top. Crisp. There's still time for the Pies. Over the top to Parker. They can keep on running. One more to Dacos. Over the top. Lipinski. They can keep going. Lipinski goes down the line to Goey. Is that a mark? No. Well done, Bailey Dale. To chop him, to get him off the, to get him away from the to get him away from the ball, and of course not give away a free, of course, as well. That's the main factor. That should have been a free, but you know what? The umpires tonight have been a bit special. They've been a bit this and that. They've been up and down. They've been, I mean, they're mostly down and up majority of the time, but English just grabs it out of the ruck, so are they going to re-ball it in?
blood pressure just went through the roof at home watching that boundary throwing.
Oh, they're going to redo the ball in. That was a bad throw in. I think he threw it up too high, not too far. There we go, that's better. Cameron got to the front. Pendlebury to Goey. Hoists it long to a 1-on-1. Over the head of McStay. Behind. 3 points the margin. Holy dooly. 87 to 90 with 3 minutes 27 on the clock. Selwood.
Put your best on there, man, who's out of control.
Michael Selwood. Goes out down the line. Croft takes a big mark. Stops and waits. Now goes out wide to Riley West, who ran out the back. He's got Norton long. He's got people short as well. He goes to the longest option. That's Norton down there. Couldn't hold on. Left foot boot around the corner. Could have been the sealer, but is a behind. So it's 91. Pies still within this game. They're well and truly in this. 2:49 to go. And then a coast-to-coast goal can be quite something. Pendlebury knows exactly what to do. Goes straight down the spine. Richards coughs it up. Jeremy Howe had no attempt to take it. Contested mark in the contest there.
Chance to go. Straight back.
Goes down, back inside 50. Norton flies. Lewis! Lewis! He's got it! And Will Lewis may have kicked the dagger in the heart of the Pies.
Pies will have to kick two. Will Lewis is having the night of his life.
Will Lewis is having one of his best games of his career.
Started with the turnover from Ed Richards in the middle of the ground.
He is basically the replacement for Sam Darcy.
Against a very good aerial player in Jeremy Howe. That is a strong defensive mark there. And then penetrating.
Ed Richards,
Get it as deep as you
that
can.
was as pure as you'd like.
Another goal.
Will Lewis
Collingwood player.
gets it out the back, around the corner off the left, goal. Collingwood need 2 in just over 2 minutes.
Swooping in was Nick Dacos and Jordan going.
3 goals for Will Lewis.
Both teams have got their Jack Queen King.
Collingwood need to go.
This ball up now. Comes down to this clearance.
Comes down to this clearance. Fraser clears it all the way inside 50. Bouncing ball. Maynard and Quaynor the front spot.
To Quaynor.
Pure to Nick Dacos.
Nick Dacos who turns.
2 minutes to go. They've got to turn and go. De Goey centre and kick. Beautiful. Just got there in time. Maynard got to kick it long. He does thump it long to a 2-on-1. Selwood with a fist out the way. Bonampelli, did he drag it in? He tries not to. Dale changes his mind. Goes around the corner. McNeil, and it comes back. Collingwood need to go. De Goey.
Grab on 50, don't get 50 to go to send them inside.
They don't get 50. He sidesteps one, sends it to the hot spot. Can someone mark? Out the back, Membrey. Surely kick it, he has. He's got it with a minute and a half to go. 4 points.
It's back to 4.
4 points the margin.
Well, Jordan to go.
Layla, I wouldn't get your hopes up just yet. I'm going to give you mod real quick.
29 disposals, that's right now 19 scoring volumes, which is a season high.
Oh no.
Only scoring
Deary me.
that this year.
A goal for the Pies can most likely seal it. A goal for the Dogs will definitely seal it.
And a bounce to go again. He needs some attention.
Centre bounce has been massive for the Pies in this ball.
Centre clearance has been massive for Collingwood this final term. Will it go their way? Who gets the clearance? 93-97. A minute 25 to go. Your hopes are down.
25 left.
Don't have your hopes down. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up and don't get your hopes down either. Don't be negative, but don't be positive. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Be positive. Don't be negative.
No need to tell you how big the clearance is here.
Cameron clears it away. Josh Dacos. He runs onto it. Allen went in hard at it. Goes in hard again, Ed Allen.
Congestion. Bontempelli dive.
Bontempelli in on it in the contest. Same 2 with Butterick and a ball up. A minute 5 to go. Who's going to get the final score? If anyone, if anywhere.
Swing and a miss.
McCreary. Cameron flicks to the back. De Goey. McCreary. Cameron sets it up. Can someone mark? Houston. Oh, Selwood. That has to be the ceiling mark.
From the side.
That has to be the game.
Market risks to go up.
You got to man up if you're Collingwood now. You got to man up if you're Collingwood now. He goes down the line to a contest. English. That is the game.
With a big mark.
Tim English has sealed the deal.
Down the line he goes.
Down the line he goes. 20 seconds. Crisp. 17 seconds. The Dogs just need to clear it away. West taken down. Ball up. 11 seconds to go. And the Western Bulldogs, the Sons of the West, Butterick, Richards. Listen to the fans when the siren goes. Ready? Dacos. There it is. Oh my goodness. What a game.
They see off the Collingwood.
What a victory.
Happy Dogs.
They see off the Collingwood cheer squad, and the Dogs scratch and claw and snarl their way to another 4-point win and get another 4 points. They get the 4 points with a 4-point win over Collingwood. They move to 7-5 on the season, and they top the Crows on the ladder now after that. That's why I tipped Collingwood. I tipped Collingwood, and the only tip I've gotten right is Sydney. I feel embarrassed. What a game. I knew it was going to come down to the wire, but Collingwood, they were almost there. Selwood with the last line of defence. Big contest mark.
From the front there, not knowing what's coming the other way, and to hold on when the Pies were absolutely surging there. No doubt Luke Membrey would be thanking that Selwood is in his team.
It's his 12th game. Yeah.
Wowee, what a game of footy.
You won't leave your man to make the decision, I'm going to go. And if you don't mark it, your man's sitting at ground level and probably likely to get an opportunity to win.
What a game of football. Wow.
They're never done though, the Pies, are they? They just kept coming.
A bit of the old Macquarie magic.
Collingwood were never out of it. They just were out of it once Michael Selwood and Tim English took the ceiling marks. Marcus Bontempelli, the skipper of a fantastic club, could send them into another finals berth for the first time since 2 years ago, I think. Did they make finals last year? I don't think they did. No, they didn't make finals last year, I don't think. So this year will be the first time in a couple of seasons they could make finals. And they've got a high chance of doing so because they're the team that normally finishes 9th or 10th on the ladder during the season. And to be fair, if they finish 9th or 10th, they're technically in a final spot in the wildcard finals. So don't count them out. Don't count them out, the Western Bulldogs. They are in 7th now, in a nice, comfortable wildcard spot, and they could be dangerous for a top 6 spot at the end of the season. That concludes Saturday Night Footy on Fox. And of course from YouTube, at the Crom Magician YouTube channel, of course, as well. The Western Bulldogs stuffed my tip up once again. I tipped the Pies in a bit of an upset. And I thought they would get the job done, but unfortunately they didn't. So Sydney are the only tip that I got right, which is what everyone got right anyway. So that sucks. That is very annoying. Very annoying that I've only got 1 out of 5 games so far. Should have tipped Hawthorn, which I basically did, but I just misclicked. And then I should have tipped Fremantle because I wasn't thinking. I thought Brisbane would cause an upset. Unfortunately, they didn't, and obviously Geelong. Most people would have tipped Geelong anyway, so I'm not upset about that tip anyway. Because Carlton, who would have seen them won 3 in a row? Not many people, except for maybe some of the Carlton fans who were up and about. Can we do the Warple? We can indeed do the Warple before we end the stream. I'll get it up on screen. Whoops, that's not the screen I want to have it on. That's actually the Collingwood v... That was going to be the scene for when I was going to share my screen for stuff. But anyway, I will just quickly overlay my camera over the round. Actually, I'll get rid of this fixtures and results thing. And then I'll just shrink my camera. That would be a good idea. There we go, we can do that. We'll put that in the top corner. And we'll play some Warple. Sorry, I'll center my camera to my actual peripheral vision. There we go, that's better. Alright, so we're going to do the Warple, guys. I know it's not on there yet, but we're going to get it up. We're going to get it up. Calm your farm, guys, calm your farm. We're going to get the Warple up. And yes, indeed, we're going to get rid of the subscriber count. Yes, indeed, yes, I know, but... unfortunately, we need to get rid of something, and that's the something that we're going to get rid of. So, I'm not going to keep the live counts up there anyway either. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put that, I'm going to put my camera down in the bottom corner. And what I'll do is I'll share the Warple screen, except for that, I'll put that as the new tab. Hold on. Let me go Warple. What a game of football we saw on a Saturday night. Okay, let's share the screen. Let's share the screen. Oh, hold on. I don't want it to overlay on my camera, so I'm just going to go like that. Bang. There we go. And we just go like so, and there we go. Let's play. Show the silhouette, please. Who's this, guys? Who's that? Go for it, lads. Go for it, Layla. Go for it. Do your worst. Nah. Just jokes. Do your best. Try Will Hayward. Yeah, alright, we'll do Will Hayward. We'll see if it is. I'll get rid of the caps lock, by the way. Oh, have to do it on the actual keyboard. Will Hayward. No, Victorian team though. So I for sure thought it was what's the name? Jared Witts, but he's a Victorian player, so he can't be. Let's look at some clues. So he's within 3 of number 19, so he's either number 20, 21 or 22, or number 16, 17 or 18. So he's either number 16, 17, 18, 20, 21 or 22. Oh, no, but he's lower then. So that means so never mind. So he's either 16, he's either number 16, number 17 or number 18 for the team that he plays for. He's lower than 27, he's younger than 27, so that means he would be 26, 25 or 24. It's close to 2017 debut, so maybe 2018 or 2019, maybe even 2020. And then he shares a colour with Carlton, so it's either navy blue or white, but it's probably white because not many other teams have navy blue in their colours except for Geelong as a Victorian team. So we could go Geelong or we could go Collingwood. Croft. Give the haircut and the number. Okay, we'll do Jordan Croft. It's probably not him. Oh, bloody hell, I keep forgetting that's not the right keyboard I'm meant to use. Okay, we're on the right track as the Dogs player. Oh, I see who it is now. They've done this just because it's a Bulldogs game tonight. Just because they've done it. I can see who it is now. I want to see if you can figure it out. He's obviously number 17 or number 18. But which one is it out of the two? I think I know which one it is out of the two. So basically, the two players are O'Donnell or Caulfield. And I think I know who it is. Out of the two. Yeah. Caulfield it is. I said his name plenty of times tonight. There it is. Let's see if the Legends is easy, because if not, then we screw that. Oh, wow. Wow, yeah, nah. You know what, guys? We're gonna quickly do a Wordle as well before we end stream, because I thought it'd be fun to play the daily Wordle. For those who've done it already, please do not spoil. I am going to solve it myself and see how I go. So, let's see how I go. Let's go. Layla, give me a word. Give me a 5-letter word. Give me a 5-letter word. Or just anyone in chat. If there's any other people in chat that want to say something. Say a letter or say a word. Put that in the middle, actually. That's better. Alright, you guys can't see the puzzle, but you can see the actual... Okay, we'll go with the audio. Let me just click on it. Alright, so we got a yellow eye. Let's see what the letters we've got. So, I think I'll go stick. It's not a bad guess. Oh, hello. Hello. So, it could be sling. It could be spine. Spine's a good word, actually, because it has an E. And P is not a bad letter to use. Bugger. Okay, so it ends in E. So it's probably slime, maybe. It could be slime, but I don't want to guess that. It could be slime, though. That's a possibility. It could be... Could be... What could it be? Should we just go with my gut instinct, slime? Or it could be smile as well, so we'll go with one of them. Let's just go with one of them, because we'll know nonetheless. Oh, wow, we just absolutely somehow figured it out from there. We did one of the two. We knew slime or smile would have worked, and no matter which one we would have done, it would have resulted in getting us the result in 5 anyway. But there we go, we got it in 4. So there's the Wordle, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and thank you guys for watching this stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and we cannot wait to see you for some more content in the future. Of course, tomorrow, Melbourne Giants and Eagles Dons. Won't be streaming either of those, but I'll be back for round 13 next week. Hopefully I can go to the Crows game on Thursday night, and of course, do a stream next weekend sometime. New tipping video will come out starting from next week onwards, from rounds 13 to 24, and of course the final series, including the finals bracket and the NBA bracket looking finals series, because there is 10 teams in finals now due to the wildcard round. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and peace.